Oh, my lives are terrible. I show up, the camera's back, it's forward, it's back, it's forward. We never know what. We don't know what. How is everybody? Everybody good? I can't see you guys yet. I know you're coming soon. I know you're coming soon. Okay, I'll just wait. I'll just wait. 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 Hi there, I can see you. It's like weird. I can see people waiting and then I can't see their names and I'm like, oh, I don't know. Hi there from Colorado. Hi, you guys. Oh my God, right? Are you first? Sure, you're first. Why the hell not, right? Be first. That's right. Be first. Oh my God. Wait, I didn't even see that. Michigan. I know it's cold in Michigan and in Montana and in Tennessee. Not Sydney, it's not cold. And yeah, Washington, Pennsylvania, I know it's cold. Arizona, I don't know. Iowa is freezing. New York City, cold, boo. Ontario, boo, cold, only because of the cold, not it's my home place. So yeah, Toronto, putting your tongue on the light poles, sticking. You remember that? Chicago's always cold. Chicago's always cold. It's like Toronto. It's always cold. Oh no, you had 70. Wow, Arizona's warm. Cool. Oh my God. Yeah, everywhere's cold. New Hampshire's cold. Everywhere is cold. Oh my goodness. Okay, this phone is beyond annoying. Beyond. I just, yeah, I don't, these news things, I keep saying and then I forget. Okay, so first I picked up a gift from, and I don't, look, she's drawing beautiful stuff though. You know who you are with the care package full of chocolate gummy bears and maple sugar candy. So you know who ate the maple sugar candy, not me. Even though it said and was addressed to other people, I ate it all. Because you know why? Because I'm a bitch like that around candy. This one is, as I'm drooling, okay, I hope I say this. Maritza, maybe I said that. I hope I said that right. Maritza Laboy, and what a beautiful care package. Oh my God. Oh no, the maple candy, I need to go back to Canada to get my maple candy or move in with her. I must move in with her for the candy. She has candy. I'll marry you. Maritza, there you go. Yeah, I'll marry you for candy. I'll fucking pop out children for candy. I'll do anything for candy. I'm a candy whore. Look, and she sent these beautiful little packages, okay? It's called Be Love It Candy, okay? And body oil. So she addressed candy like Jana and Estelle got them and Lori and Arlene. And it's not candy, I'm sorry. It's a bath candle and oil that it comes with. And she addressed it and it's beautiful. I mean, she sent the whole care package. It's so awesome. It's candles, bee wax infused, bath bomb, and body oil. And this is, yeah, non-GMO and, you know, organic, all natural. And she made little packages for all my buddies. So that means I'll be coming over with packages and you better have candy for me. Beautiful. Thank you. I just got it and it's got all this really pretty tinsel. I love tinsel. So pretty. Anyway, it's got that. And then look, what the actual hell are these maple suckers? These are maple suckers. I already ate the maple candies and now I got gummy bears and chocolate. Look, I was talking to Lila and Kenna and I'm like, look, there's gummy bears and chocolates. I should eat them. I know. You know what happens to me around sugar? I should fucking eat them, right? And then, okay, seriously, I eat popcorn every day because I have mental problems. This is maple popcorn. Yeah, and it's all mine. So there you go. How beautiful. I mean, what a great care package. It's like I'm at summer camp and I got a care package. And here's the oil and the beautiful candles. Look, isn't that beautiful? Can you see? She sent little so beautiful, huh? Isn't that beautiful? I can eat none of these. These are just for my bath. I won't eat them. And look who even got, I'm just talking about him. He lost his collar. Baby Jack got a candy cookie. Look, Baby Jack. Baby Jack. This is for Baby Jack. How cute. I cannot wait because then he'll be my friend. Baby Jack is friends with those who feed him, much like I am. Thank you guys. Oh, look, it's so beautiful. Yeah, and she sent everything to my buddies too, like Estelle, Jana, and everybody. I mean, just there's a bunch. Arlene, everybody got them. So I have your stuff, ladies. I have your stuff. Yes. Oh my God. And this, Baby Jack got this, but look, Celestine, however you say it, you could say either one. Look, isn't that beautiful? Another one from my collection, because this one is small enough I can actually sleep with it. When I say sleep with it, I mean sleep with it beside me as opposed to a big rock in my bed. But there you go. I'll put it right there. So beautiful. Thank you for that. Oh my God. And then we have this. Now I forget who sent this to me, but I know because her initials are KB and I can't remember right off the top of my head. Here it is. It's right here. And I got the package. Put Marilyn on the back of the package. You'd think I'd have the name. Oh, here we are. Miss KB. It's like Keith Bella, but forgive me for not remembering. Anyway, she put Marilyn on the back of the package, so I kept it. Okay, kept it. And then, what else do we have? This arrived. This arrived, and it is, Beware, for I am the fearless and therefore powerful. Mary Shelley Frankenstein. There you go. Can you see? It's like a paperweight, but I'm going to use it as, I'm going to see what's going on in here. I'm going to use it as a crystal ball. So that's so cool. Yeah, it is fan mail. Yes, it's fan mail. I have fans. Well, I have equals who have been so generous to send me things. It's beautiful, beautiful. And I left one parcel over there. I'm going to save it for the next live. But somebody sent me a crystal male body part. Crystal male body part. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? A crystal dick. Somebody sent me a crystal dick. And I know who did, and I don't know what I just did with the package when I walked in here because I was too busy stuffing my face. No, I'm not. No, it's not yuck. It's a beautiful little crystal dick, okay? I'm not going to do anything with it. It's just there to manifest. What do you do with it? I don't know. Pray to it. Pray. I have no idea. But yeah, fertility. I'm not trying to be fertile, but yeah. Oh my God, your friend blows those out of glass. Do you know how inappropriate that sounds? Oh, it's yes, it is. There you go with my favorite emoji. Oh, manifest Lenny. I know Lenny should come to my door, right? Like as if. Okay. He got some fine young women that go after him. That's the operative word, you all. Oh my God. I'm just looking. I'm like, wait, is this? Oh no. This is for your bath. I started thinking I was smelling candy again. I'm like, wait, what? No, it's just a little one because it's crystal and it's not. No, I don't know. I think I walked in. I think I left it on my front seat because I was eating my salad in the car while talking to Kenna for my dinner. Talking about Baby Rascal and Baby Jack who lost his collar and doing all that. Put it in the freezer. Okay, Squamish, there you are. I don't have it right now. I have to show it on my next one because I don't actually I don't know what happened. I picked the packages up from the post office and threw them in the car and then got my salad, and I'm always distracted by food. So basically that's who I am. I'm a food person. Wait, glad you're here. Made my day. It's been a crying one. Oh no, no crying, you all, no crying. Cry if you want to. I'll cry if I want to. I'll cry if I want to. What's that song? I'll cry if I want to. I swear I'm so alone for years. Oh, I know, but so alone, right? Okay, Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. Today would be my mama's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your mama, who's today would be her birthday. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Thank you. I'm like, wait, what is that song? Fucking cry if I want to. Yes, wish I would have been out of hermit mode sooner. Yeah, it's hard. I'm sleeping in. Oh, thanks, Bobby. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Yes. Well, yesterday, as Bobby knows, I was talking to her. Well, she probably doesn't know. But anyway, I was talking to her. And I wrote for like 4 hours all of that stuff that Bobby found on Keithy. I wrote it out for the police and sent them. And they're reopening Keithy's case, but we got all the information out there and we put it succinctly. So it should be more information coming through, right? Right. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. I don't really want to cry at a party. I have no idea. I don't know. Wait, I don't. Yeah, the post office guy looks at me. He can't figure out what I do. He thinks I'm maybe a compulsive shopper or something else. Wait, did you say? Wait, anyone know who Army Hammer uses as a dominatrix? His mother? I don't know. I don't order from Wish, but okay. Anyway. Yeah, so anyway, they're going to reopen Keithy's case again. Again, thanks to Bobby and everybody that helps and everybody. That's Officer Stacy, Bobby, everybody. I mean, seriously, everybody. Yeah, just everybody who helped with Keithy because it really needs to be settled, I feel, because I just feel it needs to be fucking settled. That's why. That's what in order to move on, I need to settle it. It is. It's so good. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Maya's texting me. Maya is getting Keithy's punching bag. She's texting me. So there you go. She's texting me and let's see what she says. Let's see. I just announced it. Maya's coming on the weekend to get Keithy's workout stuff because Maya is my little bestie and she can have Keithy's punching bag and it'll go to a good source with all of her buddies and their workout stuff. So that is what we're doing. So we just have to get Jason and John to lift the punching bag down. Keithy got one and he gave it to Marvin and then Marvin gave it back and then it got caught in the rain and it was like a stinky thing. And then I know, it's so cute. And then Keithy got another one and he worked out for 1 or 2 hours on that thing a day. Like he was always like punch, 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 punch. And then when he left, the punching bag's there and nobody is going to use the punching bag. So Maya should have it because she should have it. That's why she should have it. So it's brand new, beautiful punching bag and a stand and some other guy stuff. And she can have it because they're all doing their gyms in their garage and stuff like that. That's what they're doing. So there. Let's see. Yeah, no, Bobby's doing such a great job. She helped me. Not only that, she also sent me cookies. So, you know, I date her. She makes cookies, so of course I date her. But she totally helped me. So I'm so grateful for that. I haven't done Kelly Preston. No. Let's get physical. Physical. Let me hear your body talk. Okay. I think that's Olivia Newton-John. I know, and she wore that little thing and, you know, whatever. Remember that in the 70s, 80s, whenever that was? Yeah, no, Bobby does so good. No, I would date you. You cook. Are you kidding, Bobby? You know this. Your man might get mad, but she's always making her husband beautiful. Lucas is there. She's always making him beautiful dinners and beautiful things, which men love that. They love to be cooked for, which is why I don't have good luck with men because cooking is not so much for me. Yeah, well, I'm alive and breathing. Yeah, what was it yesterday? Pasta fagioli. Oh, pasta fagioli today. I don't know what that means. I'll cook you a pie. I love fucking pie. I'm all about desserts, so I can cook desserts. I'm all about the desserts. Okay, like so weird. So I like a man who can cook. Keithy could cook really well. I don't need a man that can cook. Because if a man cooks, though, you know what will happen? I'll get fatter. Fatter and fatter. The fact that I have chocolate-covered gummy bears, whole problem. Yeah, go to In-N-Out. What, you want me to go to In-N-Out? No, I ate my chicken salad with extra onions, and then I ate my candy, and then that's what I did. Because that's my diet. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Yeah. No, I'm saying the whole time I was married, I'm not that great a cook. My kids hated my cooking, but I'm one of those no sauces, grilled salmon, grilled chicken, vegetables, rice or potatoes, no salad dressing, no at Thanksgiving, no dark meat. It's not racist, by the way. I just don't like the dark meat. It's too, anyway, it tastes like snot to me. So no dark meat, just the chicken, just the turkey breast and salad and corn, but everything had to be fresh. Nothing in a can and homemade cranberry sauce. No, nothing like that. No, oh my God. John used to eat that, what do you call it? Oh, stuffing, you know, stuffing. And yeah, I don't do eggnog at all. Yeah, stuffing. And so then he would get like really sick after the stuffing. And then I was like, I'm not going to cook stuffing for you anymore. Like, it's just stupid. I'm not going to do it. So I was all about, Maya's texting again about this. Let me interrupt my live stream and just answer. What time works for you, little girl? For you. Maya is Keithy's age, so it's very nice to have a friend. She's my friend that I accosted off one mountaintop because she could go really quick and keep up with me. I never knew her, but I'm like, hey, do you want to go to Palm Springs with me? And then we made a whole bunch of friends from that. So that was really fun. Thank you for that, Alice. Thank you. Chocolate covered Oreos. So that's all I need is more chocolate. I don't even know what to say. Don't even know what to say about that. But wait, a zillion thanks to the blue nail polish and to the glitter. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So you definitely need to write a book, spread the knowledge about cooking. I could do that. Let's see, a box of chocolates. No, seriously, look. Seriously, I ate the candy, but look at this. These are chocolate covered gummy bears. Chocolate covered gummy bears. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Hi, I'm here for chocolate covered gummy bears. I don't eat deviled eggs, but yeah, I don't eat anything with like sauce in it, minus chocolate. And I like cake icing. Those are like my sugar things and whipped cream. But other than that, I eat pretty well, right? Let's see, has awesome hazelnut dark chocolate. Where did you get? I got them sent to me. I got them sent to me from Maritza. I hope I'm saying her name right. I hope that's right. It might be Meliyytzah. LaBoy is her last name. She wrote me these beautiful, it's so, then wait a second here. My business name was inspired by one. There you go. Business name is Beloved, and she's in Vermont. And the food is so good, and her beautiful, Baby Jack cookie. Baby Jack gonna be my best friend. Baby Jack gonna be my best friend. But look, she did this, and it's just beautiful. These are candles, and there's oil. Look at the oil for the bath and a bath bomb. Look, isn't that beautiful? It smells so good too. I feel like I want to go take a bath. I got to go to Estelle's to take a bath though, because I just have a shower here. So I go to Estelle's and I bring all my herbs and put them in her bath as a very frightening visitor. I'm like, let me fill your bath up with a bunch of, looks like produce in the bath while everybody's out there. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, yeah, so she did this beautiful package. It's so beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, so I did Eliza, right? Eliza Lamb. Yeah. So when we were talking about the video earlier, some guy, I'm thinking it's a guy, it might be a bitch, but some bitch guy. He's like, oh, this could be about any guy. I'm like, clearly he couldn't read through the lines of what I was saying because I can't really say it here. I can't really say what's going on, but what I was saying is when you pretty much are raised in a particular family and you have a mindset in a particular way, right? When you do that, right? When you do that, the problem is you don't think you're doing anything wrong. It's kind of like when you listen to C. Teigen and she's talking out there. Obviously, she's raised that way. She's raised that way because she's saying it on her own Twitter. So if you're saying that shit on your own Twitter, it's like you don't have any sense of self or any sense of, I don't know what, but you just don't. You really don't. So you could, you know, they don't think they're doing anything wrong. Oh, yeah. Wait, what happened to T.I. and Tiny? I got to show you guys the picture. I forget what I did with my pictures with that. Let me find my pictures of those two. Because I was there in 2014, so 6-7 years ago, doing a show when Tiny's cousin died, I think on a motorcycle accident. I want to say that. Could be wrong. Anyway, when he passed away, and yeah, now I got to figure out, I got to get in to wherever the hell I put the pictures. But anyhow, he, I don't know what happened to them. Oh my God, I just saw meth teeth on here. Why did they put advertisements for meth teeth? I'm just asking. Like, I don't even know what the heck that means. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I have it on this Instagram. I think I shut it down. But anyway, I think that picture. But I was doing T.I. and Tiny's, their show, whatever it was, I don't know, whatever it was. I flew out to Georgia and then met her mom and her aunt, or maybe it was her sister. Anyway, and the kids, some of the kids, one of the kids was born on Jason's birthday. Her little daughter, who's 20 or 21 or 22 or whatever, her little daughter, and we actually had a lot of fun doing the show. What was so striking about Tiny? Oh, look, you guys, this is so cute. There's Rascal when she's 2.5 with her horse babies. Look, I just found that picture. Anyway, she's with her horse babies. She was a little horse baby. Yeah, so it's super, super cute. Anyway, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. What was so striking about Tiny is obviously she's tiny, right? Duh. She's tiny. But what was so striking about her was that she, her eye color was so, yeah, they say that. I don't know. It was hard to tell. She was kind of a pro-woman type of person, so it's hard to tell. Yeah, she's probably even shorter than 5'1", to tell you the truth. I'll show you the picture. I have a bad picture. It's not a good picture. I don't know what happened to my camera, but anyway, her eyes were so bizarre. The color of her eyes were so weird, okay? And I'm going to forget my password to get in. Her eyes were so weird because, okay, so she's half black, half white. Her mom is white. Her dad was black. I saw the mom, so I know this. But her eyes were this gray. Yes, I know. She said she got surgery. She had her eye colored. Yeah, no, but what that is, yeah, she said she did that, but they cut that colored part off of your eyes and then put a dead person's this color. And it was so unusual when I was looking at her that you know what it was? I couldn't feel her energy. I really couldn't feel her energy. So I'm wondering if perhaps, I don't know what to say with that. Yeah, no, it was very strange. I couldn't feel her, and looking through her eyes, like I didn't know she did that. Like I didn't really know what she looked like or anything. I mean, peripherally, but I never knew anything about the eyes. So when she opened the door, I was like, oh my gosh, that's really unusual. So it was so unusual, in fact, that I was like, that's really unusual. And it kind of creeped me out because in all honesty, when you're looking at somebody's eyes, you're looking at it was underage. Yeah, I haven't, it was very weird. Go and look. But when you talk to her in person, it's very, very, very interesting and very unusual. Thank you for that. They were super nice. I mean, they were really, really, really nice. And I have no idea. I know that they were, Ti and Tiny, but I'm talking about Tiny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what she's been charged with. I haven't really looked into it. I kind of didn't look into it at this point yet. I just heard it, and I think I'm looking for the picture when I was there, but it's been about 7 years now. Yeah, right around found them. Okay, so this is me in my flat feet, and I'm 5'6". Okay, so this is me outside of their house. So she's definitely shorter than 5'1". There's Tiny and her daughter. This one, and I cannot pronounce her name, but she's born on Jace's birthday. Anyway, that's me, and that's Tiny, and that's look at my flat feet. Like I'm wearing flat, like what do you call them? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Flat shoes, flat. Zaniqua, there you go, Zaniqua. She was a little July 14th, and she was a real sweetheart, super sensitive and very kind. So this is like 7 years ago. I think this was 2014, something like that. They're rappers, but you can't really see it in her eyes here because of the camera thing, the footage, whatever. But yeah, no, they're okay. She's worse than he is. Yeah, you know, I can't tell because when I met her, she has to be because I'm in my flat shoes. But I don't know. I have to research it. Yeah, I did. And their cousin died. Their cousin. I think it was her cousin or her kid's cousin. Anyway, yeah, they're rappers. I didn't know their lovely little producer who was darling cute. No, Tiny's birthday isn't. Her daughter Zaniqua is July 14th. But her eyes were so unusual that I was taken aback with the eyes, okay? Like I was like, oh my God. So I was really taken aback, right? I saw a link on Twitter. I can't. So I don't know, but let me see if Zaniqua is that. Zaniqua. I can't spell it. Yeah, so, I mean, let's see her little birthday. I think she's 24. And, oh no, she's March 20th. No, you're right. Tiny was the July 14th. That's Chirperoo's birthday. I knew one of them was. But her daughter was very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. You can kind of see their eyes here. They look blue, but they're not. They're like gray. My Jason's July 14th. Chirperoo. Well, of course. But I don't know what they did. So I heard something about trafficking, and I haven't even looked into it, to be honest. So I got to look into it and feel it. I wouldn't surprise me one iota. I mean, he's got, what, 8 different kids by 8 different women or whatever that, excuse me, I don't know, whatever. A bunch of kids by a bunch of women, and they're in the industry. So it doesn't surprise me at all. I don't think they've been charged. I don't know, though. Maybe you guys know. T.I. is the rapper, and Tiny was in Escape with Candy. Yeah. No, it was very weird. She actually told me that she had surgery in Africa because it's not against the law there. And they took like your brown part, like I've brown or hazel, and they took that off, and then they got like a cadaver eye color thing, which, you know, that's what's so interesting. Because like Keithy's eyes when he died, like George saw this, but Keithy's blue eyes went pale blue, gray, green right away when he died. Like as his soul left, all up the body like that, right? The iris, yes, all up the body. Keithy's eyes went gray, green. So if you're going into the morgue to use dead irises off of dead people, like if you used Keithy's eyes, there would be no color to them. And that's what I was wondering. That's exactly, because I'm like, they tell this story, but I don't think you can really do that surgery. Think about it for a second. Daughter started to go blind, had the iris removed. Wait, whose daughter started to go blind? Who had their iris removed? Wait, come back. Tell me. Come back. Literal death. No, I'm serious. But when I saw her, it was so weird because I do know that I do think the veil is thinner. I absolutely know that they use eyes in transplants and stuff. I know that, but my understanding of things is you've got to be like, it's got to be kept alive. I don't know. She didn't explain that to me, so I don't know. Thank you for that, you guys. So yeah, there are, oh God, I'm just unethical. I was looking to see my, la, 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 la. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I have no idea, but it was very, thank you all for the super chats, you guys. I'm sure she was. I used to like, la, la, la. Yeah, I never listened to their music, so I had no idea who they were. I was just hired to go do it, so I went and did it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when Keithy died, his eyes were like dead gray and green, dead gray green. I found my child beautiful. My child was beautiful to me, even though he was dead and not really there, and it was his corpse and his body and his little soul wasn't there. However, I found my child beautiful. Daughter had the blue iris removed. So her daughter had the blue because she was going, what happens to the other? But how do you get your iris back? I'm so disturbed by this. Organs have to be hard. Oh, there you go. Murder taking place. Yeah, something. It was so, yeah, it was so weird. It was so weird. So I have no idea. A 27-year-old daughter died after, oh, I can't even, organ trafficking, something. I was just like, yeah, I don't know why the blue, I mean, my Keithy had blue eyes and he was absolutely, absolutely a beautiful boy. But, Jason has brown eyes and it doesn't make him any less beautiful. So I don't know the obsession with blue eyes, especially if you're black. So wear some contacts, and that's bad enough, but wear some contacts. Like, don't take your iris off. It just seems very weird. I have no idea. I think it was very, probably don't be an you know what? That's so weird. So Keithy was an organ donor. Okay. Keithy was an organ donor, but we didn't do any of that paperwork at the time because about 3 weeks before he died, he changed his mind on that, but hadn't changed his driver's license. But we didn't do that. I kind of feel bad. If it could have helped somebody, I kind of feel bad. But Keithy had wanted to, and it was on his license. I have his little license picture. Oh my God. Okay, so here's the Keithy story, and then I'll stop. So Keithy's 16 and we're going to the DMV so he can get his license, his permit. He's 15, going to be 16. So we wait in the line. We've got an appointment. This is years ago, obviously. So we're waiting in the line and he's got my car. And then, so they go up, to read the letters, and he wears contacts. So he's standing there and he's like, yeah, I didn't bring my contacts. I'm like, can you even see? So I had to sit him down, run back in the car, drive home, get his contacts, drive back, put them in. He forgot to tell me that he didn't have his contacts on. He hated them because they bugged his eyes. Yeah, the green eyes. Keithy was green blue-eyed. So there you go. It's an eye implant, not a cadaver. Well, what's an eye implant though? What is an eye implant? Where is it coming from? Where is the eye implant coming from? Like, I'm not going to give my eyes away. So where's the eye implant coming from? But yeah, little Keithy forgot his contacts. So we went back and did the driver's test, and he passed, and he became a driver right away. Wait, a brain dead person. Yeah, I can't even donors exact. I don't know. Where's the eye implant? Let's look at this. It's a permanent eye contact. No, she actually, okay, maybe that's it. That's not how she described it to me though. She told me she got it from a person whose body was no longer living. That's what she said. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It's silicone, but that's not what she said. That's not what she told me. That's what I think. You have to, my son died in a motorcycle accident 6 months ago, 5 months ago. Somebody ran him off the road. Yeah. Yeah, no bueno. It's no bueno. Let's see what an eye implant is. I'm not really sure, but she didn't describe it like that. She described doing it in Africa. You may be right. I may have mistaken that. Oh, well, the eye implant they're saying is like cataract surgery. So what they call an eye implant cataract surgery. That's not what she had. That's not what she told me, but it was like really crazy. Well, the eye implant says it's like cataract surgery. So they do put a lens in with your cataracts, and your eyes do change color with your cataract. Like with cataracts, they look more sparkly or whatever. But I don't know what she had, but it did creep me out. It did. It really did. It really did. So it wouldn't surprise me a bit. I just don't know at this point. I have to actually feel it. I just have to feel it. I thought that too. I just have to feel it. It was hard to feel her. It took me a long time to get her to like warm up to me because I really couldn't gauge her. Like even having cordial conversation, I couldn't really gauge her. So it was interesting. All humans have the capability for no colored blue eyes. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, you could, but she didn't describe it like that. Yeah, so there. Calgary is freezing, as it always is, right? I know. I meet people like that. So strange. Some people don't like that you can feel you're looking through them. Yeah, no, she's blocking the energy. A lot of people will block you. They'll block you. So like if I have trouble connecting, I have to be able to reach in and connect to you. It's almost like my energy has to come in and be able to shake your energy. And cataract surgery is lens implants. That's not what she had. It wasn't cataracts. Eye color through people tell me my eye. Yes, I have mood eyes too. Mine go from green to hazel to gold to whatever. Definitely have mood eyes. And when I was pregnant, I was always green-eyed. Oh my God, he virginity tests his daughter. Yeah, I just heard about that. That's not okay. If you're a man, keep your hands out of my pants and out of my daughter's pants. I don't have a daughter, but fucking back up with that shit, right? Oh, people hide everything all the time. You'd be surprised how many people, but see, they're raised that way. That's a form of control. That's like being in a cult church, like whoever, pick one, and they go and they check to make sure your kids are virgins. By the way, what the fuck? They do cornea implants. Yes, that's what it was. What the actual hell does it matter to anybody who's a virgin? Why do we have to be a virgin? What is that about? What's that about, right? What is that about? I want to know. Why is it so big of a problem if people have sex? I want to understand that. Because God doesn't go, oh no, you can't have sex. That's not true because we're here to procreate, basically. I mean, I know there's some that will say, no, we're not. But no, it shouldn't be a cultural thing. Something's been handed down out of whack with that because everybody and everything is sexual. They're all sexual. So when you tell somebody you're bad because you want sex, it's like saying, don't eat, you're bad. I mean, what does that mean? Yeah, I don't know what that means either. Let's see. Can you, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. They want to do rituals with the, oh, I know that part of it. You're right about that. They do want to do rituals with the virgin, but they do it to men too. They do it to men as well. So they do it to all kinds of people. Yeah, they want us to remain virgins for ultimate sacrifice. I can't be a virgin. Can I re-virginize myself? I can't be a virgin and I never could be a virgin and I didn't want to be a virgin and I didn't think there was any honor in being a virgin. If you want to be one, be one. Personally, I don't want to be one, so I'm not going to be one. I don't get it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I was never a virgin. I was, but then I wasn't. So I take control of my sex life, my virginity, my orgasms. They're all responsible for me. I don't need somebody freaking telling me, right? If you want an eggplant, go for it. Exactly. No, I don't understand. I really don't understand it. I didn't tell my kids not to have sex. I said, just be careful what you're doing in case you get somebody pregnant. But other than that, I'm not going to tell them not to. They're boys. I mean, come on. Have you met boys, little boys? Do you know what little boys are like? Oh my God. Anyway, little boys, actually little girls can be quite aggressive. I just remember Paigey standing outside Keith's window when he was little. I think she probably traumatized him, but little Paige, she was so cute. But anyway, the girls are like, I know what I want and I'm going after what I want kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, I didn't tell them not to have sex. Like, I'm not going to tell them that. Yeah, definitely Paige knew she wanted her Keith and that was the cutest little thing in the world was that. It was so cute. So cute. Anyway, she'd stand out there and she gave him a big teddy bear. I remember that. And I was like, who keeps dropping like presents off at the door for my Keithy, and it was Paigey. So that was so cute. It's not in religion not to have sex. It's not even in religion that women can't be priests. What happened is they took the money away because the women outlived the men. So they got rid of the women because all the priests were dying, and the Vatican possessions, gold, jewelry, whatever the heck these priests made, went to their wives. So there you go. That's a problem. It's always over money. There's no morals in this world. It's only money. Understand that. If you follow the money, if you watch where the money goes, that's what's happening. Anything in our world, they don't care anything for us. They don't care anything about us. It's only money. So don't assign morals and a moral compass and any kind of goodness to anybody in positions of power. Ask yourself first why they want to be in a position of power. Ask yourself also when you look at things, okay? Yeah, no extramarital sex. Well, there you go, Bobby. I blew that up too, okay? I mean, that means before marriage and after marriage, I'm going to have sex all the time. That's what I'm going to do. All right, sorry. I have chocolate gummy bears. That's what I mean by sex. I'm going to have chocolate gummy bears. There they are. Delicious. That's what I mean. Okay, so in positions of power, the Vatican, the police department, the governments, the heads of corporations, chocolate vibrator, I just eat it. Like, I'm really sorry. Like, I'd be like, what do I do with it? I got to eat it. I know I'm dieting too. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to, but anyway, when you look at these operations, these established authoritative controls on our society, they all have Masonic literature to it because they need to be in positions of power, right? They need to be in positions of power in order to cause chaos, because it's ultimately about chaos. That's what it is about. I know they're so good. I can't. I'll throw up. I can't do anymore. I know. My favorite part of the human experience is like slapping the crap out of someone. But I'm kidding, kind of. Not really. Anyway, when you're looking at all these positions of power, police department, CEOs, banking cartel, corporations, they all have people who have invested on a spiritual. I do need an Adam and Eve sponsorship. Damn it, I need one. Let's get one. Ooh, mocha latte with whipped cream. I could go down on that, but I can't. I really can't eat that every day, so I have non-fat milk. Cappuccino with 3 shots. Yeah, that's right. You heard that. Anyway, all of that aside, the club that they all belong to, they are all distributed throughout the world in positions of hierarchy in order to control everything, okay? In order to control everything. It's not that everybody in the police department is wrong or doing something wrong. It's that they position people in police chief, a banking CEO, whoever, in positions of power, right? So that they can cause chaos, all right? So that they can cause chaos. Because in the act of causing chaos, okay, everybody's afraid, they're running down the streets, oh my God, the earth is falling, fuck, run, and all your fear, all right? That makes them feed off our energy. So our fear bubbles up off us like this. You know, open that shop back up. Our fear bubbles off us like this, right? And so what happens, I'm fucking laughing. I tried saliva once. Never again. Okay, I didn't say that. Somebody said that over here. Okay, so our fear bubbles up and they're able to pick up strands. And if they can manipulate the strands with fear, then they are able, our fear, our lack of security. What happens if I can't pay my bills? What happens if I can't do this? What happens if I can't do this? What happens if I can't do that? All of those things that they do feed them. So it's like throwing, hamburgers out to The energetic vampirism, exactly. So when we go into places, because I've heard so many stories, okay, since Keithy died and before Keithy died, so many stories about kids that have been murdered, kids that go missing, and the police that are handling the cases, okay? And the bullshit that goes down, and it's like, that doesn't even make sense to me. And it's exactly with what happened with Keith, and I have to say it. I know they think they were doing their job, but they just wanted to sweep it under the carpet and just write the paperwork up, kind of like make their books equal, because there's no fucking way 10 people are standing around a dead body on the street and nobody saw anything, right? There's just no way. They saw it. I know they saw it. They know that I know that they saw it. And if I have to do the job, I'll do the job. But their job, just imagine if you were a first-time immigrant in this country, or that Bobby knows, just imagine. So you're an immigrant in this country from whichever country, Hungary, say, or Mexico, wherever. And your kid dies, right? And you don't feel right about it, but the police tell you, no, 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 it's this. And you don't even know because you assume they're going to tell you the truth instead of make up stuff, right? Lie about stuff, not follow through, close their books. I mean, the second officer did a fair amount of investigating, but here's the thing, and I'm going to just say this out loud. So Keithy took his bike to the bike shop, right? Keithy's bill was $246, and it took 3 days to get his bike out of the shop for an oil change. Does that sound like an oil change to you? No, because George told me, and I have the receipt, that Keithy changed his handlebar shifter things, whatever, and they take the brake off and they take the clutch off, and then they put these shifter things on and then they do it back up, right? So obviously this was done and they're on the bike. However, the policeman says, well, they seemed reputable. And when I called up, the workers like, no, we just did an oil change. So then you wait, you call up separately, you ask them how much the oil change is, and it's not that price. So what the fuck are they saying? It was a brand new bike, brand new, 600 miles. Exactly. Why were you keeping it for 3 days for an oil change? Are you that fucked up you can't do the work? Because you're not that busy. You're just not, no, I know. And it doesn't, exactly, it's not right. So I pointed that out. I said, you can say whatever you want, but this needs to be looked into, because I don't know if this has, yeah, well, no, I didn't say most police are good. I said there are good police officers in there. A lot of the people I'm talking to, Officer Stacy's great, but she works gang homicide or homicide stuff. She's a homicide detective and she really works for her people. But she's like an anomaly in that sense. A lot of them perhaps are lazy or want to close their books. They want to close their books. So it's like balancing your books. They're also in positions. Look at the school system. Okay, so the school system, look what the school system does. First of all, they demand that you are fixed before you go into, liar, liar, pants on fire. I know, right? Liar, liar, pants on fire. I know, right? Like, just, why are they all lying for? Like, what the hell? But look at the schools. So you got to go into the school, but you have to take medicine that they force you to take, because we don't even question it, okay? We don't. Truthfully, most of us didn't. I did after Jason's reaction. So you go into the school system, okay? Now, has anybody considered this, or is it just me? So your kids go into the school system and they are learned in a certain way, even though a lot of parents are like, I don't agree with that, or I don't think that that's right, or whatever that is, right? The parents are like, no, I don't agree with this, or, however you want to word that. So when you're in the school system, and then if your kid does something, they pull you down to the office and they make you sign paperwork. You see, it's all about paperwork and signing contracts. We're going to hold you to this ultimately so they can attack you financially. Here's another thing I bet you didn't know. If your kid steals from, say, somewhere like Kmart, okay, and you get a call from Kmart, little Johnny was stealing. So you go into Kmart, right? And you find your little kid and you're like, what the fuck are you stealing for? You know, you smack them in the face. I'm just saying what I did. Smack them in the face and say, don't fucking do that. And then the store says, listen to how sneaky this is. The store says, can we have your driver's license? We need to write it for our records. So of course you hand them over your driver's license. Guess what? The ticket, the fine, the item, and the taxes go on to your driver's license. Yes. Yes. So they find the parents. I'm not the fucker stealing. I know I'm supposed to be responsible for my kid, but bullshit. I'm not the one stealing. So don't take your driver's licenses in there. This is California. Don't take your license in there. Say you walked in there, because they ends up being like a $2,000 fine that they place on your license. So when you go in to get a new license, you have to pay that. That's right. Now, I'm not saying, oh, it's so fucking shady. It's so shady. I'm not saying that little Johnny should be a little brat and steal a scooter out of Kmart. I'm not saying that. However, first of all, I'm not teaching my kid to steal, and stop putting my kid's actions on me. You don't have to show. Yes, I know. I didn't know that, though. I thought they just needed it for their records. I'm admitting I knew who little Johnny was. I'm not saying that little Jason was little Johnny, but should they be little Johnny, that's what happens. So you get caught in that. Who the hell knows that? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't. Well, yeah, I'm talking years ago, obviously. But I didn't know that at the time. And that goddamn little Johnny, oh, I smacked him. And he just looked at me like this. And you know what they said to me? They go, you can't touch your kid like that. I said, then don't call me in here. I'm going to make sure that he knows not to do this again. So I'm going to torment him. I didn't smack him hard, okay? Like, you know. But anyway, he had to feel the effects of it, is my point. At that time, all right? So little Johnny, a.k.a. Jason, but that's what happens. They get your driver's license, and then you're responsible, and then they scold. Same thing happened to Keithy. There was Keithy, 15 years old, in my car, in the park where I hike, right? The cop phones 2 a.m, and he's like, we have your son. This was Keithy. He was 15. We have your son, and we have 5 kids. I did get the fine. The cop's like, we have 5 kids. And like they're hotboxing in the car, you know, smoking the weed with the windows rolled up, and they're drinking, right? So this was Keithy. So me and Johnny drive to the park in the middle of the fucking night, right? we get to the park. There's Keithy, and there's a carload full of people, and Keithy's like sitting in the car, like higher than a kite, eyes cockeyed like this. I literally got out of my car and I ran over to my other car. And I went in the front window, so belly first. Keith's moving across the passenger seat, and I'm trying to grab my hands with him, and I'm like, smack, smack. The cop is telling me, I don't really think you can do that. And I'm like, I don't think you should call me at 2 a.m. I don't think you should fucking call me at 2 a.m. if I can't do that. And then he let them go. He just let them go. And I'm like, no, that's not coming home with me. You take him. And the cop is like, no, it's okay. He didn't want to do the paperwork, which was really good. But don't tell me I'm not going to go after my kid. I'm going to crawl in that car, grab him, and just fucking get in his face. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And that is what I did. No, he needed it. You didn't do fucking hotboxing and drinking in my car in the middle of the damn night with your wine or scotch or whatever the hell it was. It was some kind of Irish whiskey they took that was hidden. It was a Christmas gift, and it was hidden in the garage way up in the cabinet. Anyway, they found it. So I just was like, fuck you. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, why am I in my pajamas? The kids were laughing. The other kids were laughing, and I'm like, stop laughing. And so I just went in the front window. Literally, John was pulling my ass back out of the car, like with his hands around me like this, because I was going to tell Keithy, some kind of whiskey, I don't know. That's right. Was my job. That he was 15. Yeah, he's 15. I'm like, don't be doing that shit. Don't be doing that shit. So that's what I did. But that's, you know, my kids, I mean, I told you, Keith would put his hand on my forehead when I was trying to swing at him like this. They knew their mother had a temper, right? Their mother has a temper. Yeah, their mother has a temper. Sorry, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know about root canals. We just got one for Jason. There's $2,000 fine for losing your license. Oh my God. No, I didn't. I didn't lose my license. I stupidly showed it to them. But when you look at that, okay, so you have that, and then um, you have other organizations. They get you into a system of I have a fucking temper. I'm a triple fire sign. I'm gonna smack the side of your face and come after your ass. That's my job. And this was funny. This was the funniest thing. So one time in our neighborhood, now I don't even know if I should say this. In our neighborhood, there were two white kids in the neighborhood, and that was Jason and Keith. Everybody was a different ethnicity where we lived, okay? So the two white boys were Jason and Keith. And the reason I'm laughing is one day I'm driving in and there's helicopters above our house and above the neighborhood house, right? And I'm like, oh God, these little fucking kids across the street, what the hell are they doing, right? I see, this is hilarious. I see Duder's mom come out. Now, he's African American. His mom comes out. She's a single mom. And this is, the kids are like, Jason maybe was 15, so Keith would have been younger. So it was Jason, Brandon. I see them spread eagle up against the garage, the two white boys, right? I see Duder's mom come out and she's going up to her kid. She's grabbing him by the scruff of the neck. That kid ended up being well over 6 feet. She's grabbing him by the scruff of the neck, screaming at him like that. And I'm going up and I'm going to the cop. I'm like, take them. Just take them. Like this. I don't even know what they did. Jason's looking at me. He's like, you don't even know what I did. They didn't really do anything, but it was just funny. They had the two white kids totally like spread eagle, like against the garage. And that's our neighborhood. So it was totally reversed. Anyway, I consider myself a black mama because this is how they would come out. The women were usually single and they had to be both male and female, and they had to be really physically strong to keep their boys in line. It's his nickname, Duder. I don't, you have to ask him. That's his name, Duder. Anyway, but I just remember his mom and she just shaking her head at me and I'm like, like this. And it was just really funny. You had to be there, okay? You had to be there. It was really funny. Yeah, we're smackdown, I know. Keith would run around. As soon as he hit 13, he would run around and run out the door. And Jason's like, she just hit me. I'm like, oh, if I catch you again. I used to kick my shoes off in the street, pull my car over, and chase Jason barefoot at times. I'm not even going to say how annoying he was, but that's just the way it is. I know my son had a weird nickname, Baka. Oh, that's cute. That's a cute name. I have vegan gummy vitamins. I have all natural gummy chocolate. But yeah, no, I was just that kind of mother. So we're still in that neighborhood. I'm still in that neighborhood. That's what I said. I'm still in that neighborhood. I think I saw Duder a little while back. Anyway, I'm still in the neighborhood. California is not really white. We're the minority here in California. I think even like Beverly Hills is Middle Eastern and stuff. Our neighborhood for sure isn't all white, but literally when my kids were growing up, they were the two white kids in the neighborhood. No, I'm not moving. Why? Why should I move? No. No, I'm fine. I like a little bit of diversity. I had to move out of the white neighborhood because I don't like rules or safe neighborhoods per se. I don't want it particularly safe. I don't like when people determine what safe is because, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I like to see different people. Everybody lives differently. I always have. So I don't do the white flight and I don't do all of that stuff. It's just not something I do. And my kids are better off. I can't handle that. My kids are better off meeting all kinds of different people and different experiences and then making a choice based on that. So I'm not saying no, I didn't do white flight. We are the white family in the neighborhood. That's what we are. There were a couple of other white kids. They were older than my kids though. And the rest of the kids were Hispanic and Black and Hawaiian, mixed Filipino, Middle Eastern. I'm not white. I'm white. Oh, I see you're a troll. No, I'm really white. I'm very, very white. 99% quote white. So there you go. But I don't even know what to say. Yeah, so it was really fun. It was really fun, interesting growing up in that neighborhood. And then the kids went to school in Burbank, and then they switched out of that school. But it was really interesting because neighborhoods where they say are safe for kids, I understand what they're saying. I understand. Oh, I did the soap thing. Yeah, I did the soap thing with Jason too. When he was 3, he started saying stupid and fucking everywhere he went. So I was like, okay. It was organic soap, and I just put a little there. I got so that he would hate it. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, they're same, Bobby. I mean, just to live in the world, you know, you're not white, you're wonderful. No, but I am white. I really am. I mean, I'm sorry to say it. It's just what I am. Yeah, no, there's white flight. They go up to Santa Clarita. They go up to places, even Burbank. Burbank isn't necessarily white. It's just supposed to be a safe neighborhood. I found it to be uptight, kind of, maybe like, no, nothing helped with Jason. He's fine now, though. Jason's fine. I found it to be a little bit normal things that you would let go by in Burbank. They don't let go by, and they're like, oh, that's why it's so great. It's like, that's too controlling. It's too controlling. I don't want your fucking control on me. Oh yeah, I'm Melangian. Oh, that's right. Bobby and I are Melangian. I'll let Bobby explain that. I know I should show you my teeth, Bobby. I just don't, yeah, you know, if my kid, like Keithy would get these, I would laugh. Keithy would get helmet tickets. Now, just correct me if I'm wrong here as well, okay? So Keithy and his little buddies would skateboard, and they were not wearing helmets, little kids on their skateboards, right? And the Burbank police would pull them over, and Keithy would give one of the neighbors' names. I think he said he was Andrew Lewis. I'm pretty sure he said that. I think I found that out years later, and I found that very, very, very funny, okay? I found it funny. Anyway, he gave the wrong name and shit because he was a little kid. He didn't have ID. So why is it in Venice, helmet tickets? Oh, they're, you know, in Burbank, actually, here's one for you. So when John, listen to this, in the 60s, okay, when John moved into California, he lived in Burbank. They played basketball in Glendale. So that's a matter of where we used to live. It's like on the border. They're 2 cities together, whatever, Burbank and Glendale. So a mile and a half down the street, he played in the park basketball. And so he played with black and white, you know, young men. He was in his 20s at the time. The police at dark at 6 o'clock would come by and tell the black guys they had to leave the city. This is in 1968 and the 70s. They had to leave the city. This is California. You have to fucking leave the city. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? I'm serious. Yeah, that's John's. And he came from Canada, and he moved here in 64, and that's around 68, 69. Yeah, seriously. Dead serious. So they told the black guys that were playing basketball with him, you know, they got a whole team going, guy thing. And they told him, you got to get out. Get out. That went into the 70s. What is that about? What is that about? Right? Seriously. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Well, Miami, I know. Well, that's the police, though. No, John didn't move out of LA. He's in LA. He was from Canada. This is when he moved from Canada to LA. Yeah, I heard Larry Flint was dead. That was interesting. We were looking up his chart, and he's a, the hell is he? Now I just forgot what the hell he is. Oh my God, what is he? Gotta look it up again. What is he? Oh, I can't look it up there. Yeah, yes, I grew up in Glendale. They were called sunset laws. There you go. You know, what the fuck is a sunset law? These people now, that's how that city is run. And meanwhile, okay, they absolutely, yeah, Vancouver, that's where John was born, Penticton. Meanwhile, in Glendale, they bus people in from everywhere else and then cause like turf wars in there. Scorpio, you're right, Cancer rising, thank you. Scorpio, Cancer rising with a Leo moon. Thank you, you just triggered my brain. I looked it up with Deanna before we got on here because it popped up on my news thing. First time I got into LA, they had people 7-Eleven with their hands out. Oh yeah, it's always like that. Yeah, there's always people with their hands out, of course. There's people, I mean, you can choose or not choose. You don't have to give them anything if you don't want to. You know, you can't give everybody everything, obviously, right? You can't do it. So there's all kinds of things. But yeah, but they bus people in. I think they bust people in, right? So they bust them in, and they from Seattle and others, because we pay more here, and we have then a warrant for not paying the ticket. I was like, warrant, what? Yeah, I got that. That's when I got arrested for the prostitution thing for a fix-it ticket. Yeah, Larry Flint died, and he lived a long life after getting shot. Remember, he got shot because of his free speech. All he's talking about, by the way, now granted, Hustler, this is what men say. Hustler, this is seriously what men say. Hustler's not like Playboy. Playboy is packaged nicer. You're still looking at, you know, I can't. Kitty, right? You're still looking at it. You're still looking at boobs and crotch. It's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing. It's packaged differently. It's still a woman's body that you're getting off on looking at. So they're both the same. Can we stop this now? Yeah. Well, Hustler, they say is nasty, but it's really what people choose to look at. I mean, packaged nicely isn't any different if you're doing the same thing. Hustler's just more, I don't know what to say, just more out there, right? Yeah, they're still exactly in South Africa, and I don't even understand that. Nobody rebels for any reason. Yes, you can always have the same sun, moon, and rising as somebody else in another year. Sure. You can meet a bunch of people. I don't consider Hustler that raunchy. I mean, I'm not looking at it all the time, but yeah, Penthouse. I think it went Playboy, Penthouse, and Hustler. I think it went like that. And then like other whatever magazines. You know, it is what it is, right? I mean, Larry Flint, my idol. I met him once. Hustler story gave me a free vibrator. Ah, bravo. Gave me a free vibrator. Excuse me. Did you just give me a vibrator? We're friends for life. Okay, so yeah, but he died, he was what, 78? So do twins have the same exact chart? No, because they don't come out at the same exact moment. And the way I was taught to read twins is to advance the second twins chart 3 months ahead. So free vibrators for everybody. Yes. Anyway. So yes, that's just who I am. A crazy, wait, Bobby, Melangians don't have blonde or red hair. My family was from la la la. Well, that's good, because Bobby and I don't have blonde or red hair. So I have bleached hair. Peace out, Larry. I know, I'm so curious. Like, he got shot, and that was so ironic. What year did he get shot? Let's look at this. Because there he was with all this sexual stuff and unable to have sex because he was basically ruined, right? So then that would piss me off, spending the rest of my life in a wheelchair. That's quite an interesting karma. Okay, so let's see. He was born November 1st, 1942, and he died February 10th, 2021. Somebody tried to assassinate him in 78 over vagina shots, okay, basically. Let's see. He was paralyzed from the waist down due to injuries sustained in a 1978 assassination attempt by serial killer Joseph Paul Franklin. You can't make that up. Yeah, let's see. Why was this? Who is Joseph Paul Franklin, right? Oh, this guy. You wouldn't think this guy would object to porn, would you? I mean, he looks like he's all about the porn in a very sick way. Flint's daughter, yes, she did. But how? Was she an adult at that time? Because he was paralyzed from the waist down. So maybe, yeah, I could see it still. Okay, I want to see who this guy was. Okay, this serial killer. Oh, he died of lethal injections, 8 convictions. I don't even know who this guy is. He had several murders and received 6 life sentences, as well as 2 death in jail, whatever. Anyway, what's that about? We're going to give you 6 life sentences. So you're binding me in 6 under 6 lifetimes. I want to see how old Larry Flint's daughter was. Let's see. I don't know which daughter it was, but okay. So one was born in 65, making her 55. One was born in 69, making her 50. One was born in 75, and one, oh no, that's his spouses. Sorry. Wait, where's his children? I'm reading his spouses. Children, 5 and 1 deceased. Okay, so I don't even know who his children are, but whichever daughter. I thought, so he had a bunch of wives. This is because he couldn't have sex with them, so they got his money and no sex, right? God, that's mean of me. I apologize, but really. He has 5 daughters and a son. He became born again when Jimmy Carter's sister, who was the evangelical Christian preacher. My God, I cannot say it. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, she might be. I don't have any kitties here. That's sweet. Oh, here you go. Flint disowned his eldest daughter, Tanya Flint Vega, after she became a Christian anti-pornography activist. In her 1998 book, she says Flint sexually abused her as a child, often calling her names. Flint denied the charges. There's nothing uncommon with men denying the charges, by the way, saying he passed a polygraph test and to be in possession of a tape recording of his daughter admitting she made up the accusations. Okay, so in 74, I'm reading this, blah, 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 blah. He says he has bipolar disorder. You think? Let's see. His daughter died in a car crash at age 47 in 2014. And he died of heart failure. I don't know. I'd have to talk to his daughter. I can't really say. I'm going to be on the side of the child that says it, though. Yeah, you know, are any fathers really wonderful at times? I mean, if you're going to be a business owner, men all look at porn. I shouldn't say that. Don't get fucking mad at me. But, you know, I don't think porn is like for females. We look at it now. I'll speak for myself, not all the time, but women look at it, but it's really developed for men. So to say that men, you know, the market is there for the men. The men like the, you know, whatever. He outlived Hefner and the Penthouse dude. I do believe the child. That's what I'm saying. I do believe the child. Some men have good moms who say hide it. Yeah, well, no, right, but yeah, I don't want to know. I said believe the child. Yeah, men are visual and the porn, but problem with porn now is it's so accessible, and I've said this ever since porn. I just did Marilyn Manson earlier tonight. I have to edit. I said this, I said that before. I said that porn, the way that it is now, is the women are beautiful, the men are beautiful, so like, what do you want to do with me, or what do you want to do with you for? Because we don't look like that. So if you watch too much porn, you get used to ideas that nobody you know in your life will be doing, okay? Even the person who's doing the porn in the video is probably doing it for a different way. So I feel that porn can really interfere in an intimate relationship. However, should you be, I don't know, away from your person or whatever, I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's necessarily good to the level that people are using it right now, because it's like, it's so unrealistic that it's like, who cares? Like, I can't live up to that, so don't bother trying to fuck me. That's how I always felt about it, really. Truthfully. So yeah, I did the Marilyn Manson. Yeah, they become porn addictions. I also feel that, there's an energy through, yeah. Well, why would you watch porn and listen to the soundtracks? Hi. Oh my God. Are you here to fix the stove? Yeah. Right? That's like, I don't know what to say about that. So Some of them, yeah. Don't ever turn up the volume on porn. If you're doing shit with your partner or whatever, it's up to you. If you're single, it's up to you. But I can see the eggplant. But I can see, I know everyone and everything is so perfect. Yeah, it is a big problem because people really don't look like that. And personally, it gives me a complex because I definitely don't fucking look like that. So, you know, I mean, if you're going to hang it upside down with me, you're going to see some things you probably don't want to see. It's just truthful. Most women don't. I think it can be very destructive. I think it can be very destructive in an intimate relationship for sure, for sure, for sure. So I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm going to say in moderation without proclivities towards perversion. So any kind of perversion that's like a sick fetish, I don't know that that's necessarily good to watch other people perform your fetish and then ask your wife or your husband to go do it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to say with that. I don't know what to say. But I would say in moderation, right? And probably, you know, without proclivities towards fucked up perversions. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think it is more negative than positive because at a certain point, everybody expects certain, like everybody, actually, here's what's really interesting. When you were growing up, when I was growing up, everybody had to wear like, you know, you couldn't go outside in a bikini. Now people are running around half naked all over the place and people are like, oh, that's okay. No, some porn isn't low astral. Some porn is fun. I mean, then you could say sex is low astral if you're having sex with a new person or this person or that person. I get what you're saying though. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But I would say that porn, let's see, no real women. I think there might be real women in Playboy. I know several. I had several friends that did Playboy. I was offered to do Penthouse. And as a young kid, I did some magazines that I'm not going to speak about right now, but meaning they were below Penthouse and below Hustler. And I was 15. That's a whole other story. But anyway, and that was a photographer that was David Bowie's photographer that took those pictures, actually. But Penthouse, when I went in, they wanted to use me in one of their magazines, and they wanted, I swear to God, they wanted me to go to Palm Springs and get a tan. This is before tanned makeup. I think I was 20. And I'm like, no, I don't want to tan my skin. And I took off. That's how flighty I was, though. I'm like, nah, I'm done. So I didn't. However, they shot really beautiful covers and they did really beautiful things. And then you would go right into their circle. But I had several friends that did Playboy that I worked with, several, like 4. And they were beautiful and they were real women and they still look the same and they still look the same. I mean, okay, they're in their 50s, but I had fun with my guy friends at strip clubs. That's right. No, I wasn't in Penthouse. I bailed on the tanning part of it. Now they would just put makeup all over me. But at the time, yeah, I think I was 20 and I was a flake. They're like, you're going to stay for a week in Palm Springs. You know, you're going to have a chaperone. You're going to say, no, I got to go. I gotta go. I didn't want it that bad. I just really didn't want it that bad. So I didn't. I mean, I did and I didn't, but I didn't. So there's that. But I do have friends that did Playboy and were beautifully shot and beautiful women. So there are beautiful women. Just got fired from my strip club for leaving early. Fuck them. It's your body that's making them money. Okay. Yeah. No, I don't. Who's that? I don't remember him from Canada. Anyway, yeah, so Denise Richards, yeah, she's a real woman. Let's see, missing hikers. Yes, I haven't looked into the missing hiker thing. Yeah, let's see, from his upbringing, it messed him up. Okay, they didn't have the spray tans back then. I'm talking 34 years ago, or thereabout. My male PIs could never do strip clubs as the boobs blinded them. boobs. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Cindy Crawford. Her eyes look hollow to me. I can't look in her eyes. And they own a restaurant. I can't even go there. Sun in a Q10 listening to, okay. I don't even know what that means, but okay. I'm sure you do hear a cat. That's great. I'm going to say that you can hear Pippa. Tulip, little Pippa. Remember Q10? I don't. I didn't want anything on my skin. And now from hiking, I have stained skin. So there you go. There you go. I don't like Meghan Markle, really. I'm not a fan. It's none of my business. I just don't really care for her. Yeah, it was the 80s. Oh, it was in the 80s. Yeah, I don't even remember what that is. You can see it in their eyes. You can always see it in their eyes. You can so see it in their eyes, okay? I have been for decades and decades. I worked with the street kids even when I was a teenager because I grew up like that. So I absolutely ran away from home at 14. I ended up on the streets. I ended up in the sex industry. And all of my people were in the sex industry, my friends. I mean, like people I grew up with, younger kids. And I actually took a kid in, and I've told you guys this story, but I saw him. This is how fucked up it was. I went by a gas station in Toronto like 3 days in a row, and it was snowing. It was just like the Christmas snowing, freezing weather. And there was a kid, and every day he would ask me for a cigarette. And this curly, moppy hair kid, tall, young boy, about 12. Anyway, I said to him, "What do you stand here every day?" Like I figured he was looking for a trick or something. I don't know what he was doing. And he's like, "No, my stepdad left me here, went to get something and never came back." And I was like, what? Like his stepdad just ditched him at a gas station. So I took him in, and I got a little kitten, and I made my job for him to earn his keep was to watch the little kitten that I found under the stairs. So I found a little kitten under the stairs. His name was Joey, and he lived with me 16, 17, 18, and at 19, 18 and a half, I moved from that. So the people downstairs, this kid that I used to do his magazines, he used to take pictures of me. It was Car Magazine, and I would sit on the cars. He's a photographer, and his crazy, very codependent girlfriend with the really stringy hair and the bug eyes, she would cry every time he went to work, and I couldn't understand it. I'm like, "You're free. He's going to work. He's paying the bills. Don't worry about it." Anyway, I left the kid down there with them when I moved. I mean, I said, "Take care of him." I have no idea what happened. For a couple of years, he lived with me. No, she did have bug eyes. She never showered either. It was really weird. If I look back on it now, I would say it was OCD. I would say it was really severe OCD. So he moved in with them before I moved out. But yeah, I remember him. He was 12 when he moved in with me, and probably like 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 and a bit when I moved from there. So I didn't take him with me. I was going on my life adventure, but I took him in. It's 3 days there. I was like, "Just fucking come stay with me." And he could come and go as he pleased, but he had to feed and take care of that cat. I mean, I bought the cat food and everything, but he had to clean the litter box and do all that shit. I know, it was terrible. No, it was terrible. He was a tall, good-looking boy. And I just remember thinking he's going to end up on the street. And yeah, so that was sad. But he was good. He wasn't doing drugs. He carried the cat around all the time with him. And I mean, he would hang out with other people in the building, but he stayed, mine was a single. So this is the grossest thing I ever did. So at the time, I found my mattress bed pull-out couch on the sidewalk, and I slept on that. So yeah, somebody put it out on the street, and I thought it was a good idea for a bed. Oh my God, I'm creeping myself out. I'm thinking of all the bugs and shit. Anyway, so we we had that bed, and then we had another like pull-out bed thing. So I mean, not pull-out bed, couch. So he stayed there, and he came and went, and I fed him, and that's what he did. And he cleaned the cat litter box. He was just a little kid hanging around. But in also with my kids, and I told this story, Jason and Keith know this story, but when we were in Santa Clarita, we were transitioning between houses, and there was like, we were in, I guess you could say townhouses, but they were transitory before our house to move into was ready. And there were some people that moved in like out off our porch across the lawn. You could see them, right? And so one day I saw the SWAT team coming up the walkway, no joke. And I knew they were going for that house because I think they were drug dealers. But there was a little girl in there, and her name was Asia, and I never forget it. And she always played with Jason and Keith. She was Jason's age, but she always like read storybooks to Keith and stuff. And she hung around with us. And she was visiting her father, who was clearly a drug dealer. And her mom was somewhere in the middle of wherever, Idaho or Iowa or wherever. And coming to get her at the end of summer. Anyway, I saw the SWAT team coming. Oh, there you go. Canyon Country. Oh, there you go. Canyon Country, baby. 8/15/78. There you go. Same birthday, different age. Anyway, this little girl, Asia, I called her over before I saw the police going, and they SWAT teamed that house like crazy. And as the dad was being carried out, like I'm talking with the battering ram things, the helmets on, the guns pulled, I said, I'll take her. And so she moved in with us. Like, they didn't know me. I just said, we'll take her because I didn't want the little baby girl to get caught up in that. And she hung out with us until her dad got out of jail. And in fact, when he got out of jail, because of the dangerous people that they hung out with, little Asia stayed with us. And then we got a hold of her mother in Idaho, Iowa, wherever the hell. And the mom drove out to come get her. So we've taken in lots of kids that just need help. That was just something we did. We took them, they just traveled with us. They just came with us. So if there is a kid anywhere out there, we just pull them in like that. But she was a good friend. I just found a picture of her. She was real cute. She was such good friends with Jason, and she used to hold duck and read to Keith at night. So she just bunked in the room with them. We got her another little bunk thing, and she slept in there, and her dad would come when he was there and say hi and then kiss her goodnight, and she'd be staying at our house. So that was just it. But he was like in big problem, you know, meaning the cops were after him. So yeah, there were tons of kids that we took in every time. I mean, I dragged kids everywhere, took them everywhere, took them with my kids everywhere. So my kids always had other kids with them everywhere. And that was John, Jason, Keith, and I, the four of us did that. So yeah, because that's the way I figure, rather than doing something in a huge grand scale, if I see something in front of me, why would I not do that? Why would I not help something that lives right in front of me, is happening right in front of my eyes? So some people take in pets and animals. We took in kids that needed us, or kids that wanted to hang out, whatever. So yeah, the boys were raised with that a lot. So it was never thought wrong of them if, you know, someone was going to come in or, you know, whatever. That's just what we do. So yeah. And I just remember that kid, and I just remember him being there for 3 days, not budging, same clothes, same everything. So I was like, oh, fuck that. Anyway, he made friends with all my friends in the building, and people took him around and took him in, but he had a key to my place, and he was in and out. And he was a good kid. That was it. He was just a kid, and that was that. I have no idea what happened to him. Have no idea what happened to the girlfriend with the stringy hair and the bug eyes. She just would cry every morning when her boyfriend went to went to work, and she was left there. She would cry, and she never showered. I'm like, you should shower. I didn't say that. I was thinking it in my head. She was nice enough, but I think looking back on it, I think she had crippling, like, what's that? Agoraphobia and OCD. That's what I think. Yeah. So I think that was good. Yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, Wendy Williams broke the news, and wait, Wendy Williams, not surprising. Yeah, Keith was good. We did. I mean, we took in animals too. We took in Tulip, obviously, you know. Tucker was sent, my mom sent us Tucker. Tucker was, he was a show dog and a puppy of a show dog. So he wasn't like a rescue, he was a gift. And we took in Pippa, Tulip. And yeah, wait, Wendy Williams, what did she do? I didn't even see, I don't really watch her. Yeah, I believe aliens are real, yes. I mean, I can't believe just humans are the only thing here, can you? If so, we're out of luck because we're pretty stupid. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's interesting. I think, honestly, if you can help somebody in front of you, help somebody in front of you. Help somebody, okay? No, I haven't done Grace Kelly. Please do West Boys. I don't know who they are. Aliens own our planet. I'm pretty sure we're gridded by aliens at this point. Yeah, Wendy Williams is strange, but I'll tell you, it's interesting. The only thing I've seen on Wendy Williams, besides when she shut down, remember she shut down, she just dropped to the ground, whenever that was. Wendy is interesting because I listened to her talk about her husband and the amount of control her husband had over her and what was going on. And she sounds very much like an abused woman. So she really, really sounds, I know, oh, your poodle. You named your poodle Grace Kelly. Yeah, my standard poodle was Tucker. Fucker. Yeah. Anyways, because, you know, I call him when he was bad. I was like, Tucker, fuck her, right? So, um, yeah, I don't know what Wendy, I know really nothing about her except that I heard her talking about divorcing her husband and outing him for the abuse. Her husband sounds like a Svengali handler type. That's what he sounds like. He sounds like that. That's what he sounds like to me. And you know what's weird? Thinking back on a lot of things, I can't even see this. It's just going up like this. I know Mommy Kenna says, she goes, I always say hi to you, but you don't ever see me. I'm like, I love you, Mommy Kenna. She's not my mommy. But I love my Kenna and my Rascal Lila. We had a nice conversation. Well, Rascal was chasing baby Jack, who lost his collar. We don't know where his collar went. Oh, yeah, her husband seemed not like a nice person and a handler. Like he was handling her money and energy. See, when people get into your finances where it's their concern, there's a sense of entitlement there that really frightens me. Somebody like Wendy Williams, who's the one out there doing the work, right? She's doing, I don't know if she's nice or not. Wendy's husband had a baby with his mistress. Well, fuck that guy. You're married. Like, you know, whatever. But I really feel when people start focusing on your money and what you make, literally in the sense that they want to intrude into your world, I feel like that's a big problem. Like that's none of your business. Britney Spears, what the actual fuck is going on? She's almost 40 years old. She's almost 40 years old. Why does her father have that kind of control? Who is he to say what she is or isn't? And at this point in her poor life, does he not have enough of her money? It is, oh, I know she's being controlled. I know what's going on there. I know exactly what's going on there, but it's not okay. And the fact that we say that her family went to court, right? And the judge presided over this is absurd. You're not a judge if you're presiding over that because the girl is a grown-ass woman. You don't need to be controlling her. It's ridiculous. What kind of judge is that? What kind of judge is that? I have Pluto in the first. I get it. I have a first house Pluto. Knock the shit out of you. She doesn't have mental problems. They're telling her she has mental problems. She doesn't have mental problems to go out there and perform on stage, keep her body in shape, fucking raise her kids. What mental problems does she have? The drugs they're giving her, like Judy Garland, or the fact that they're beating her into submission and into whatever. She doesn't have a fucking mental problem. What does that even mean? If she can earn money and her family can, thank you for that. Thank you so much. If her family can take the money that girl goes up on stage and sings and dances, okay, sings and dances, and they can take that money and they can spend that money, then she doesn't have fucking mental problems. Because people that have mental problems, you see them out on the side of the street. They're not up in Vegas performing in a fucking show, are they? No, they're not. They're going to the bathroom on the street. They haven't showered in months. They're hidden in a closet in their house. They're agoraphobic. They're having panic attacks. Their hair is falling out. And as for Britney Spears going after the van with her umbrella, they set her up for that. It's called a trigger. And she was being triggered by K-Fed, the fake male gigolo, whatever he was. So they sent him in there with his girlfriend to set her up to get her money, period. She's reacting like a young woman. I've done that. I'm not mentally ill. I'm not mentally ill. If I think, you can ask John early on. I slashed all 4 of his tires. And I'm not crazy, okay? Oh, God. I'm sorry. Every time I turn this phone to see something, the noise things keep doing it, even though I shut them off every day. It's like my phone is haunted and it makes me crazy. But it really pisses me off with... Would you shave your head? Yes, I'd shave my head. If I was pissed off, she's just being self-destructive. I'm pretty much shaved back here. You think it's going to bother me to shave my head? No, I'll put a kerchief on, a scarf, and put some hoop earrings on, and I'll make it a trend. No, I mean, no, it's not going to bother me. Shaving her head doesn't make her mentally ill. She's self-abusing herself because she's so frustrated, like Amanda Bynes, or however you say her name, when they are mind-controlled and put into a position where they're being controlled. What judge says it's okay for her father to control her? If it's okay for her father, thank you for that. Thank you so much, you guys. If it's okay for her father to control her money, then her father should get up on stage in his fucking G-string and dance around and sing, because clearly he's the one in control. She is not okay to do that, right? She's not okay. Yeah, she's not okay. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Let her father get I know exactly what's going on with her, but that's not her mental illness. Consider this. Consider you're born into a family and the family you're born into separates you from your soul self really young, under the age of 5, let's say, and you have no verbalization. Children who get sexually abused before they're verbal have a lot more problems than after, like if you're 10 or 11, they got problems then too. But nonverbal sexual abuse is a big problem. Now, here's the problem with that, okay? She may act like she has mental illness issues due to the sexual abuse, right? But the person who sexually abused her has the fucking mental problems, not her. She is the reaction to the abuse, okay? She is the reaction to the abuse, and her reaction is 100% correct. When she's smashing in the windshield, she's recognizing that K-Fed is a gigolo who set her up to have kids so he could have that other baby mama around him, all right? And when you're sexually abused as a child and you have issues, your issues are a result of the adults who molested you. They're the ones with the problem, not the child. The child is the reaction. The adult abusers, pornographers, handlers, parents, uncles, grandfathers, older brothers, older sisters, whatever. They're the ones with the fucking mental problem. And society needs to get that straight. When you see somebody like Britney Spears, who has grown up in a family like that and been whatever happened to her, right? Whatever happened to her. And she can't even fucking integrate herself. And then you have her idiot father, and I'm going to call him an idiot. You don't have a right to her money because you think all that money is yours, you precious bitch. It's not. I want to see daddy go up there on stage. Oh, now I'm on a rant. I want to see her daddy go up there on a stage, and I want to see daddy put on a G-string, and I want to see him go out there and sing and be all sexy. That's what the fuck I want to see. And if he can't do that, don't send your mentally ill daughter out onto stage in Vegas to sing in front of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of them a year. Why are you doing that? She's mentally ill, right? According to you, daddy, she's mentally ill. So why are you doing that? Why? Why are you doing it? Okay. Anyway, that's my point. And what kind of judge? Oh, I know what they did. They broke her soul. Yes, I know. I know what they did. But what kind of judge says that that's okay? It's not okay. No matter what you say, if you call yourself a judge, and our society has respect for you, you're a judge. If she can get up and work, she can handle her own money. Period. Because she's sure shaking her ass to get the money. That's what they're doing. It's disgusting. It's pimping. It's not okay. It's totally not okay. It's really not. Oh, of course he was paid off. I mean, that's not a normal, I almost bit my tongue back here. Oh my God. I'm like going crazy. But no, that's just, it's not okay. It's not okay. And why people accept this, in our society. Oh, well, look, she's crazy. She had an umbrella. She broke. You never heard people with passion. Our society, this pisses me off. Our society is so muted and so white bread. Oh, we all got to be white bread, and you've got to be polite, and you got to be all of that. Stop trolling me, you fucking asshole. Anyway, you got to be all of that shit, okay? You've got to be all of that shit, all right? And so thank you for that. She does look broken. I know. She looks so broken. So you got people who are so bland. Oh, I want to be bland. No personality, just bland. So when somebody has an emotion, and rightly so, okay, and rightly so, you call it mental illness. Do you even really know what mental illness is? Does anybody really know? Yeah, I know. I'm not polite. Oh, please. I'm not polite at all. Yeah, and the women have to be very thin. Yeah, the women have to be thin, and yeah, but see, that's control. You know why that is, right? The reason the fashion industry hires, God bless it, this phone. It's that Facebook Messenger that I keep taking myself off, and I keep saying no notifications, and it fucking notifies me. Facebook, you Nazis, I don't want you notifying me. But how do I turn it? I turned it off again. Okay, FaceTime. Bobby calls it face page. Bobby, it's called face page, right? Bobby's like, face page. Okay, location, notifications, never. Do not notify me there. I know the troll's back, right? I know, there's a troll. The troll said something about my lips. Here's my lips. You can kiss my ass too. How about that? Yeah, exactly. Kiss my ass while you're at it. You know what? This is a psychic's live chat. Don't comment on my mother effing appearance. Take your fucking abusive self and get off my page. Don't comment on my appearance. You're not here to comment on my appearance, right? Because it's my fucking appearance. It's none of your business. None of your business. Not my lips, not my fucking ass, not my eyes. Shut the fuck up. Stop. And don't you love it how people come out and it's probably usually other fuck off troll. It's yeah, no, they make comments on your lips, but I showed you how I line my lips. So people see it. I kicked one girl off my Instagram one time because she's like, "Oh my God." Because I wore no makeup in a post and she's like, "Oh my God, you look so much better without the lip injections." It's like, listen, you little passive aggressive bitch. I don't have lip injections. I know you totally this. I told you how you line the lips like Lucille Ball. Speaking of Lucille Ball, that's exactly who I copied. I'm not opposed to any plastic surgery. I just don't want the shit in my face. I have enough anxiety about stuff. There you go. Exactly. And my lips are very good at eating chocolate gummy bears. So fuck off. Yeah, no, people just like to, I don't know what that's about. It's just like, are you really going to call an ugly woman ugly? No, probably not. You're probably not going to call a fat person fat, but everybody thinks it's okay to look at somebody who they admire or other people think is attractive and attack them. What's that about? Stop doing that. Just stop doing it. Stop. Okay, so we're over that. All right. Yeah, they don't hurt me though. I don't fucking care. Because I'm a woman in her 50s, so like, I don't care. At 20, it would break me. But right now, it doesn't break me. When you do that to other women, you make young women feel, I know, Bobby, you too. When women make other women feel like that, it's a real problem because you have young women that are very impressionable and don't know their own power and strength. And so it puts them in a position of feeling inferior because they're constantly being told by other women that they don't look good or they don't blah, 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 blah. And so don't do that to young women. I know, don't do that. I always support my young women friends, all of them. Encourage them, lift them up. Lift up the women because the women are bashed. Our society says it's okay. Look at us in sports. We have people in sports with very, very, very big muscles and very, very big penises calling themselves women. So again, I hate to say this. Oh, I bit my tongue again. Okay, weirdly. I hate to say this, but what do women athletes, if anybody's a woman athlete out there, what do women athletes feel about women athletes with penises, right? What do they feel about that? I'm just curious because it seems like they might be losing out on their sports medals because they're competing against people who identify as women who aren't necessarily biochemically women. So I'm curious how they feel about that. I know how I feel about it, but I don't want to be called a bad bitch because I'm not supporting everything that the media tries to shove down my throat, like really, really awful food or something. Just, yeah, women mean out of, yeah, I know it's terrible. It's horrible. It's just terrible. But I'm curious what women athletes think about that. If there's any actual women competing athletes, I'd be so curious to know because no matter what the men look like, they can wear skirts and booty shorts and get fake implants, but if they still have their junk, they still have their hormones. And if they have their junk and their hormones and they can't push a baby out of the vagina, then they're not a woman. I'm sorry. Is that racist, bigoted? I'm not meaning to be. I'm so not meaning to be. You can identify as anything you want, but if you can't push out of your vagina to have a kid, are you? No, you can identify as it, and I will appreciate and agree, and you can use our bathrooms and you can do whatever you want. But if you compete against my physical body and you don't get your period every month and you don't push babies out, then you're not the kind of athlete I want to compete against. I'm just saying. Call me a bitch. Yeah, I don't even know what that's about, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I'm just wondering how athletes feel, because if I were competing for the Olympics and going through, my high school, my college, my state finals, and I had to compete against people with male DNA wearing booty shorts and ribbons, I don't know that I would like that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Wouldn't they place ahead of me every time? So wouldn't that be what that is? I'm just asking. And it's always against women. They will hire a male to female transgendered person to be president before they'll ever let a woman, an actual vagina bearing, childbearing woman, be president. And that is truly my opinion. And that's what I was saying about the fashion industry. The reason everybody's so thin in the fashion industry, as you know, created at the turn of the century by the gay men, just like the theaters. Sorry, not the gay men who had models that they dressed up to look like women that were prepubescent boys. So prepubescent boys don't have a figure, but the fashion industry is based on people that look like that, as if that is a sexual norm. Prepubescent boys, which it is for some, but it isn't for most. So that's where the fashion industry comes from. So when you see those models, if you at all have any curves or hips, childbearing, that's what they hate in this country. They hate the vagina and the childbearing, the hips. They hate it. They hate it. So when a girly got hips, they're like, oh no, no childbearing hips. No, we can't have that. No. We can't have it. Just say no. Just fucking say no. It is power in our hips and they don't like it. Biden is fake. Okay, whatever. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like children in this country and they don't like women. So anything they can do to mock women, they'll do it, and they're doing it. Okay. And anything they can do to stop children, that they do it. They don't think children are of any value. If they actually thought children were of value, they would treat the world's population of starving children a lot better. But that's not the case. There's still children starving. So they don't like children. They don't like women. And they just like themselves, men in power, men in suits. Men in suits. Men in suits is the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, I know all about that. Okay, so we have naked cards. I have my naked cards. I like my naked cards. I throw a reading, I'm like, which naked man's coming in here? Not one has shown up yet, I might add. Okay, none of my naked cards show up. There's been no naked visitors. Okay, so yes, Serena, I know. I wondered about that. Is it Serena or Venus? I wondered about that because that does not, no matter what you tell me, that just does not, I'm just not, no. Okay, so yes, I do Reiki, and you just reminded me I have a client that I have to get to Reiki. But we have a new moon tomorrow. If it's the 11th, we have it in Aquarius. So it is the Aquarius new moon. The day after is the Chinese New Year. All things change at that point. We start heading towards Pisces. We have the Saturn-Uranus square dead on the 17th. We have, so the new moon in Aquarius is interesting. The new moon in Aquarius is interesting for those whose birthdays is right around now, because it's going to be the whole energy of your birthday year will be bringing in the new moon in Aquarius. And I am not sure what degree it's at, whatever, in Aquarius. So that's what's going to be happening. We have 6 planets at the time of the new moon in Aquarius, which is really interesting. So it's very Aquarian. Now excuse me, I ate a lot of onions. I ate my whole salad. Talking to Kenna and Lila before I got on here. Anyway, 6 planets in Aquarius, 6. 6 planets in Aquarius, the sign of freedom, but it is a sign of self-focused freedom of all costs, which can come across as very selfish because it's, oh good, you're going to have a new moon birthday. And I think Mercury is going to go direct like around the 16th or the 17th, something like that. And no, the 16th, and then we have the Saturn, why can't I think? Saturn, Uranus square on the 17th, then it's, yeah. And then after that, Mercury is direct. We go through the shadow period. Things turn into Pisces. It goes into Pisces. Pisces be good. Oh, Kelowna, BC, I know it well. 6 planets in Aquarius, absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be really good. Look for where Aquarius is in your chart. That is where the new moon energy will affect you. For those of you interested in bathing your rocks, put them outside for the new moon. Put them by the window. Put them where the sunlight comes. I mean, the moonlight comes in, the sunlight, the moonlight. Put them there. Lay your little crystals. Gather their beautiful new moon Aquarius energy. Okay? Watch that. And it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. Wait, is it a new moon or a full moon? Why am I so confused? Hold on. I have to get my book. I haven't been looking. I got my lazy butt across the table to get it. It's the new moon, right? It's the new moon on the 11th. What is wrong with me, Sloan? What is wrong with you, girl? Chop, chop. Okay. Chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop. Okay, so, yeah, it's on the 11th. Let me see the time frame. I have my ephemeris book, so I'm looking at it. Anyway, I misplace everything on this table. I misplace everything. Hold on one second. Let me tell you exactly. It's really interesting, though. We have 6 planets. It's snowing. Yay! We have 6 planets in Aquarius. Awesome. 6. Wait, what? 22 degrees. I'm crazy tonight. I'm like, wait, what's the degrees? Because I'm crazy. And I'm okay with it. And no, I'm not mentally ill. Yeah, let's see. Okay. So we have it. Let's see what degree. Yeah. It's happening. It is happening. I can't. Yeah, Mercury goes direct at 2:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11:05 in the morning for us. 11:05 in the morning. 11:05. Okay, new moon. I have way too much chocolate. Remember when Lila was here? She ate all the chocolate and the whipped cream. That's how I'm feeling. Yeah, new moon. Yes, the new moon will occur in Aquarius. Yes, we know this. Okay. Excuse me. I get exhausted. Anyway, the new moon is tomorrow, Saturday night at midnight. It is a sugar rush. Look, I'm crashing. I'm like, Saturday night at midnight till 2 a.m. I'm on Coast to Coast AM. You have to look it up in your affiliate, in your city, because I don't know. I'm on California time. 6:40 a.m. in California with Richard Surrett. So look to Coast in your neighborhood, on your radio, whatever. Yeah, I did. Can you adopt me? I can't adopt anybody because Keithy left. So I don't want any more babies or any more cats, except for Lila and baby Jack, which he's a dog and she's a girl. Not my baby. But anyway, yeah, since Keithy left, I don't even think I'd want another child if my child left. Like if I could, I wouldn't. No, love my Keithy. And my Keithy is one of a kind. Okay, sea salt and yeah, I can't. I'm just gonna, I can beat Aunt. Yeah, exactly. Oh, anyway, you guys, the moon, is the moon made of plasma? That I have no idea. I don't even know. It could be a hologram. I think that I'm just a head sitting in a tub over there and someone's programming me during a video game going, let's watch this one go off. Like, that's how I feel right now. I feel like I'm a fucking head in a bowl, okay, with a bunch of fish swimming around and some gamer's like, okay, let's make the blonde one do this. That's what I think's going on. No, you can put the crystals out anytime tomorrow. It's 11 a.m., 11:05 California time tomorrow and 2:05 East Coast time, and then whatever other time zone you're on, I don't know. But if you put your crystals out going into the new moon and let them stay out as much as you can, like don't let people steal them and stuff. But even if you put them on a windowsill in the new moon, right? They'll absorb the energy. They are so happy with the new moon stuff. They love it. These crystals love that. It's like their friend. They're like, it's a friend. They love it. Yeah, so do that. Okay, yeah, the P.O. box is listed below. Yes, it's listed below, you guys, the P.O. box. And any information about Keithy is listed below. And I will let you know, I'm going to film when Keithy's bench, when they dig the cement to put the bench there. I've got to phone Chance in the morning, little Chance, who's been helping me with the City of LA. His boss is, in fact, Yoga Pants. We don't talk about Yoga Pants, though, but Chance is a young kid, under 30, looks like to me. And he's a nice kid, and he's helped me all the way along with bringing Keith's bench, bringing it into fruition and keeping me up to date with it and all of that. So I'm very excited that my son will have a bench, and I'm one of those weird people now that's saying that because my son is dead. So I'm not really happy about it at all. I can't even understand what I'm saying. So there you go. Put your crystals anywhere in the full moon, like the new moon on a windowsill that gets the sunlight and the moonlight, right? On outside on your front lawn. You can put them out for a couple hours. I used to take some of mine out for a couple of hours and that kind of thing. You can do that. No one's ever asked me to contact Art Bell. That's hilarious. I haven't even thought of that one. Yeah, I haven't even thought of that one. Your birthday's on the 12th. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, it's very interesting. I'll be on Coast to Coast. Tomorrow's a new moon. The new moon, just start thinking of things you want to do in the next 2 weeks. So what do you want to have come into fruition in the next 2 weeks? How do you want that to happen? Like, what do you want to have happen? Start thinking about it, writing it down. It's all good. I'm way too hyper. Yeah, put them on your windowsill. I know. I just hated that my baby boy passed. I don't even know why I'm that mother. I don't even know why I can't stop talking about it, but in effect, I can't stop talking about it. My son I was just waiting. I just saw this text from Keith. Now tell me if this isn't just the best text in the world, okay? So I saved all my text from Little Do. Oh, and I got the recipe for Doodleberry. I got that. Whoever sent me that. Yeah, I can't stop. And I'm so grateful that people actually want to hear about my son, because it's weird. I love that kid so much. So it was very weird, but it was very weird. Anyway, see, on June 23rd, I was like, I put, hi Doodle, police on Sunland near the 7-Eleven speed trap. He put, thank you, love you, mother. I was always when I drove by the speed traps, I would always tell my kids, where the speed traps were. And then there would be things where my text would come back to him green because he blocked me. He'd get mad at me and he'd be like, block. He had a habit of blocking, which I block people too. So it's really funny. Okay. Really funny. And then, hold on. Let me show you. He'd send me Mother's Day stuff, but this is the best. Okay. This was on April 18th. Okay. He put it right here, this little text, and he put, hi, Mom, I love you. Hope you're not too bored in the quarantine. A lot of people are seeing the pedophiles be arrested. How's that for my son? How is that for my son? Seriously. Right there. See? Isn't that cute? And he'd send me videos and stuff like that. And then he sent me this really cute picture. Here it is. I bought him this was on March 20th. I bought him a new bedspread and dropped it off at the house for him. And he said, using all my new stuff. And he showed me his new bedspread. And look who's sitting in the middle of his bed. Look, it's Keithy's bed with little tulip on it, right? Isn't that cute? See, he got the new bedspread and he put it on. And then who christened the bed? Pippa, can you see her right there? She's curled up in her Keithy's bed. Oh no, she loved her Keithy. Seriously, he put, using all my new stuff, thank you. And he sent me a picture to confirm it. It was so cute. But Tulip, she would sleep there and she was so furry, but he really was the one that wasn't allergic to her. And so she slept there all the time next to him. It was very cute. Oh, I love that kid. Who doesn't love their kid? I loved my kid. Tremendously loved him. And it's just, it's weird when you lose a kid, you're in a club that you're like, why the fuck am I in this club? Like, this is not what I want to be. This is not what I want to do. This is not what I want to have happen. And it's not even like his older brother, because when Keith was born and Jimmy died, Jimmy's was an overdose. And that's something you can choose maybe not to do. But this is like riding a vehicle. We all ride cars and vehicles and motorcycles and, you know, bicycles and, you know, everything like that. And it's, I don't know who this David person is. I don't know who that is, actually. I should probably, but I don't. It's just weird because Keith was just, you know, going to pick his ride up with George, and they were going to go back to the house and Keith was going to work out. Like, it wasn't, yeah. Damn it, that thing keeps beeping. Now it's the Newsbreak app. That app has to be silenced. Anyway, it's, yeah, it was, I don't know why I posted after he died. I have no idea. I just was so numb. I'm like, I don't know what else to do. It was bizarre. And there must be something I'm not seeing correctly, but I think I died when he died, so I don't even feel like I'm alive, but I'm alive. But you know what I'm saying? And mothers out there with children that have died understand this, but it was just the worst thing. I mean, I had a nervous breakdown when his brother died, and that was probably the energy in the house, my stepson, and then just giving birth to Keith. But when Keith died, it's like I got smacked upside the head, punched, and I felt truly like my solar plexus was being sucked to the ground. So, oh, yeah, I don't even know who that is. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I just was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was surreal, and it was like, why is this fucking what? Because they're literally the things we bitch about, and I've been a bitch. I bitched about having messy rooms, chocolate all over the walls, painting their rooms weird ass colors, putting holes through their rooms when they were throwing shit through the walls, you know, little boys, skateboarding through the house and cracking the tile, all of that, okay, all of that. But when Keith died, truly, nobody on this planet, literally, black walls. Yeah, no, they were dark green and they had like smudges. I tried to paint them white. It was like a nightmare. Anyway, when a kid dies, like anything else you fight with anybody about is really irrelevant. Like I just find myself, I mean, I find myself saying to people, just fuck off. I don't care what you're saying. Well, you know, like this, I'm like, I don't give a shit what you say. Because what you say is irrelevant to me because I don't have my son. So ultimately, I don't have my son. I really don't care what you're saying. Like if you're going to yell at me about, you know, I didn't take my garbage out, my car's parked crooked, I'm this, I'm that, I'm like, I don't care. So it was just very, very, I'm just like, I don't care. You know, get out of my store, wear a mask, whatever. I don't care. Make me. That's, I just remember, I got to tell a funny Keith story because this is a true story. Okay. No, I'm still, but you're never not going to be grieving. If you lose a child, you will grieve for your entire life, for the rest of your life. You will not remain normal. I don't care what they say. I defy a therapist to step forward and say, this is going to change. No, it's not. It's not going to change. I'll respond. I'm not as raw, but how exactly do you heal from grief? You don't heal from grief. You're not going to heal from grief. Like, no, not the grief of your child. Maybe other griefs, maybe divorce, maybe, you know, I don't know what, but I'm just going to say, bullshit. Your whole life is altered. I didn't get over my stepson passing. Not a day went by that we didn't bring his name up and talk about him. And all of those things. And that was 25 years ago now, because Keith was born and Keith would be 25. It was 24 years ago when Keith was about to turn 25. And so that whole parameter of my son's life was under that. And now Keith is gone. It's horrific. There's not a day I wake up every morning looking for him. Not that he was ever in my room in the morning, Keith liked to sneak in my room, sneak in my bathroom when I wasn't home, and use my my face creams. So did Jason, but Keith would sneak in there on his lunch hour and he put on whatever had the sunscreen in it. And I would know he was in there because I could just smell his cologne in my bathroom. He'd sneak in there. I'd be like, have you been in here? Because I kicked all the men out of my bathroom for obvious reasons. You know how these men are in their bathrooms, right? They're terrible in the bathrooms. They leave clothes everywhere. They do. Yeah, everything's irrelevant except for Keith. Honest to God, I don't care. I'm like, don't care. I could go to jail, not go to jail. I'm like, okay, don't care. But it's true. I really feel like that. And I'm sure every other parent of a child who's passed feels the same way. That's what I feel like. But here's a fun Keithy story. So when we moved into, this is a true story. You're going to think I'm terrible. Anyway, when we moved into our house, we had a homeowners association. Y'all know what those are like, right? You know what those homeowner associations are like. They're little fascist Nazis who haven't gotten their way in life or whatever, right? And so we had this, I called her a troll. She used to work for the city of Burbank. I'm not even going to say her name. She's just a disgusting troll. Disgusting, okay? She was the head of the board, and she just thought she was all that. And she kind of had these googly-eyed glasses and this old lady perm, even though we're pretty close in age, but she was just a fucking troll. So I remember one day we moved in there, and immediately within 1 week, oh yeah, I know, Bobby, you would. You and I are alike. But the first week I moved in, we moved in, the neighbor's dog got out, and it was like a blonde Labrador, like a light colored lab. I had Tucker. Tucker was a standard poodle with dark curly hair. This troll, because she was really too out of shape to step out of her car, she would drive her car down the street and troll out of her car. And she handed me a ticket for my dog. She said, get your dog in the house. And she was screaming at me. And I'm like, it's not my dog. This is not my dog. And she's like, take it in the house. And she was like this. And I'm like, I'm not taking a strange dog into my house, right? So fuck you, I'm not doing it. Anyway, she wrote me up, the board, blah, 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 all of this. It started right there. Then these kids moved in. I've talked about these kids before. Mary, John, Andrew, and Anne. And there was one other kid there, their parents, the Hawaiian kids down the street. Anyway, my kids were thrilled when other kids moved in down the street. So she had 4 kids, and at the time they moved in, there was a 5th one. I don't know where that kid went. I think. Might have been a cousin or something. Anyway, Keithy came home and he said, Mom, so-and-so is screaming at the new kids that moved in down the street, right? So I told this story. I march out there and I'm like, this fucking troll, I'm going to have a chat with her. So I went down there and I said, what's the problem? So the new woman moving into her new house with 4 kids, 5, maybe a cousin or whatever, kids, has this troll telling her, your kids can't play outside. Your kids can't, because this woman is the Nazi of the whole neighborhood. Your kids cannot play outside because you have too many. What? So I said to her, are you actually like the uterus police here? Like, is that what you're doing? Okay, so there was that. So then this happened to Keithy. Keithy was like 5. No, she did. I told those kids, get outside. I told her, step off and go back up. She wrote me up for that too. Then they started getting the management company to say that I was intimidating. And I'm like, whatever you want to call it. You know, she worked for the city of Burbank. And I know they hated her because I knew other employees that were like, that fucking bitch works with me. And they hated her. She's a troll, okay? I see you next Tuesday. She can't do anything. I'm not saying her name. That's what she is. Anyway, the funniest thing. So Keithy is riding his bike, right? Riding down the street in the little cul-de-sac, and he falls off his bike, scrapes his knee. He's 5, comes running home. Mommy, the bad man took a picture of me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I go running outside. I'm dragging Keith, right? I'm dragging him down the street. So this guy's standing outside of his garage. John's following me. I go up to the guy. I go, why are you taking a picture of my kid? And he's like, well, he was riding his bike. And I'm like, so fucking what? And so then this guy's wife comes out. I'm horrible. I am horrible. I admit it. Anyway, this poor guy got caught up in this woman's scheme. Anyway, I go into the garage. John is behind me, right? And the wife comes out and she starts yelling at me. I go, you, to the wife. I go, I swear to God, I said this. I was so pissed about Keith. I go, you. I go, you. I go, you see that? And she looks down and I go, between your legs, you see that? And she's like looking for a mark on her pants. And I said to her, that's what you are. What lives in your pants is what you are. Oh my God. I went to hit her in the face. I had a ponytail. John grabbed me by the ponytail. John's good at this. Pulled me outside of the garage and said, you can't hit somebody on their property. She has to come out. He saved me from getting an assault charge because I was about to sock her in the face, right? Anyway, I told the guy, I said, don't be taking a picture of my kid. I said, what the hell are you taking a picture of my kid? He's our neighbor, right? And he's like, well, so-and-so, the troll, told me that if your kids are outside playing, I should take a picture. And I'm like, are you stupid? Why can't they be outside? You're out here. I'm out here. Why the hell can't? He goes, I don't know. She told me to do it. So then I went in the house. This is no joke. She lived in the townhouse up the street. I called the police and I said that there was a lady that was hiring men to take pictures of small children, and I suspected her of being a pedophile. And the cops went up there. Oh my God, she was pissed. She was so pissed. Anyway, I said, don't take pictures of my fucking kid. Don't take pictures of my kid. I don't care what you're doing. Take your fucking camera, because if you're taking pictures of a kid, you're a goddamn pedophile. Period. Not your kid, lady. Anyway, long story, the man turned out to be so nice. He brought Keithy a camera, a radio, something, a video camera. He gave it to both the boys. He told them he was really sorry. I don't think he understood, like he was from a different country, so I don't think he understood that she doesn't have that kind of thing. I did. The police came down to my house after. They're like, well, you know, and I said, don't take pictures of my kid. Don't take pictures of my kid. Don't do it. Because you do it, I'm going to assume you have nefarious motivations and I'm going to come after you. Anyway, the cop was like, this bitch wrote our family up for 8 years. We were in and out of court with this bitch. No joke. So long, boring story short, we're in court paying. Now, here's the thing with homeowners associations. I don't know why I'm talking about this, because Keith caught her outside like a year ago and he went right up to her and I was watching. Jason just stares her down. Like Jason just looks at her like, you're stupid. And Keithy said to her, oh, you should be proud of yourself doing that to little kids. He always let her know. He always said that was really nice doing that to little kids, right? As he grew up to be a 6'4" young man, and he was correct, right? No, it's not normal. It's not what she was doing, but it's not. So anyway, the guy apologized. The guy could see where he got intimidated. You pay your rent there, you live there, and they threaten you, right? So anyway, this is what John did to her. So we're in court and the judge is like, do you want more money? Do you want, what do you want? Because we won, right? But here's the problem. When somebody is on a homeowner's board, all of the homeowner associations do pay for their legal fee. Me, the one that she's attacking, or whomever, we got to pay our own legal fees and her fees because we pay the homeowners association, right? So anyway, long, boring story short, John says to the judge, I don't want her to be on the board anymore. So they put like a 10-year moratorium on her being on the board. She couldn't be in control. That's what we did. It was disgusting. Okay. Oh my God. That's what we did. That's really what we did. Yeah, they did everything. They tried to stop me from speaking because John's name was on the house and they're like, you can't speak at the boards. I'm like, yes, I can. I'm his wife. I'm married to him. I'm half owner of the property. Anyway, they said, no, your name's not on it. But whatever, people put their properties in different names. So he went and he gave me power of attorney over him. So then I showed up at the meetings anyway with power of attorney. And then the stupid homeowners management company, the worst in the valley. Some of you know who I'm talking about. It is the worst in the valley. Anyway, I phoned their owner up and I said, what's with this bitch? And why is your management company agreeing to this behavior, right? And he's like, we're afraid of her. He actually told me that. Anyway, the management girl with her big stupid thing. So I'm talking at the meeting. This is what she does. She's like, read my palm like this. I'm like, do you mind? Like, are you an adult? Like, what's your problem? So weird. Anyway, I just started calling her the C word. We went into court. I took 18 kids in the neighborhood into court with me. And they described what, no, it's true. It happens in homeowners. I'm not the only one. Bobby knows this. Anyway, 18 kids into court because she said I assaulted her. I had 18 witnesses at my son's birthday party that I did not assault her. Anyway, long, boring story short, she's in court and she's like, Your Honor, Miss Bella, no, read your palm for free. No, I don't even read palms really. She goes, Miss Bella, I saw her try to kill her kids. She tried to run them over. She says this in court. The judge threw it out of court. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is the shit this woman did. This is the shit that she did. She was like, I was like, what? She goes, I saw her. She tried to run her kids over. I'm like, no, I didn't, did not. Anyway, Keith would catch her outside. Jason would see her and just basically tell her to fuck off. Keith would see her and he would go up to her and he would say, so you did that to little kids? You proud of yourself? That's what he would say. Anyway, HOA called the cops on my house accidentally. Yeah, okay, see? It's just so weird. Oh my God, right? Oh my God. It was just so weird. Anyway, Keithy was always like, yeah, I don't like her, but it was just weird. Those friends of theirs, that she actually told them they couldn't have that many kids. I don't know where people get off doing that. And it's like, what are you saying? She can't have kids? She has kids. She moved in. Unless you're the, uterine police, whatever. Anyway, it was every time. She had my car towed. She had Jason's motorbike towed. Yeah, she's just weird. One time I ran in, left the car on, ran into the house, ran into the bathroom to deal with some woman stuff, ran back out. The bitch had my car towed in 40 minutes, okay? She just had it towed, and I was like, she had Jason's motorcycle towed on Easter. She decided to tow. She does things on holidays. Anyway, she's a troll. Yeah, wait. Oh my God. Anyway, she was jealous. She's a fan. I thought I'd mention, I don't know why I went on that, but I was thinking about the Hawaiian kids. They all came to Keithy's memorial service and they were nice kids. The mom, she loved Keith. She took such good care of Keith. All those kids in the family took good care of Keith and Jason. The mom always cooked. She was cooking all the time, a different kind of mom than me. I mean, I cooked, but not like that. She had all those kids and she cooked, and always Jason and Keith were in their house. She always took care of them. Their mom was so great. Best mom ever. And to yell at her for that is just ridiculous. Potato gun was shot. Yeah, okay, they fine you. Exactly. I know, we had fines up the ass. And then she was harassing. She was a harasser, but you can't beat them because and when we won the court case, So we get home and I'm like, okay, yeah, she had cameras around her house. There was another idiot on our board that this is what he did. He marched over into the area I told you where the gang kids lived, and he went up to some of the gang kids and tried to tell them what to do. He fucking graffitied everything, and I think he got punched in the face. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, you don't even live over there. What's it to you? Like, buzz off. Buzz off. Anyway, that was another nut job. This guy used to climb up on little step ladder, wearing a helmet. We would look out our window and we would fucking die laughing. We're like, it's like 3 steps. It's 3 steps. And he wore a helmet. Yeah. Oh, she's still alive. Yeah. Hopefully she dies soon and goes to hell where she belongs. Oh no, that would make her alive here. Yeah, she is. She's there. She stares at me when I drive in. She's like this. But yeah, she's got a lot of health problems. I learned that in court. She had a lot of health problems. A lot. So yeah, anyway, yeah, it's just not worth my time. My point is, since Keith passed, it's really not worth my time. These people, I don't fucking care what they say. Go ahead and say whatever the hell you got to say. I don't care. Take your pictures. Do not, like, I mean, you know, no, they're nuts. They're control freaks. It's just ridiculous. I did take her picture. Oh, we filmed her all the time. We filmed her after that with the phones. Keith got a megaphone on his, for Christmas. He got a megaphone, you know, like a thing you speak in. Yeah, she sued us for 8 years, on and off. She had a petition going around the neighborhood saying that we were dangerous in the neighborhood. I live in the neighborhood. I own the house. You cannot put these papers out. They sent flyers with other neighbors too. I was in a group of neighbors. And she said that we were undesirable in the neighborhood. So you think you're going to make me sell my house? I'm not going to sell my house, you stupid fucking bitch. It's like, what? Yeah. So anyway, Keith would take his megaphone, the megaphone, open the window, start screaming up the street at her. Oh, she needed a vibrator. Oh, ain't nobody fucking that woman, trust me. She's a Margaret. She was a Margaret. Oh my God, she was so annoying. But when you're in the middle of it, you're like, this is really annoying. I was undesirable. Yeah. Meanwhile, you know, we paid our rent. We bought our own plants. We didn't even ask them to put anything in our yard but once. We did everything. We kept everything clean. I mean, we had hoarder people. We had crack houses. We had one neighbor set fire. She set fire to her house. Listen to what this sneaky bitch did. Oh yeah, she probably the issue. Listen to what she did. She hired somebody to fix her house, right? Whatever. Electrically. Oh, and the house caught fire. Okay, too bad that whatever, she escaped. But anyway, the house caught fire, right? And the way that the insurance works is they rebuild your house for the price that you paid the year that you bought the house. So like if you bought it in the 70s, which she did, you would get it replaced into its original however that happened. Oh, looky here. Her daughter worked for a place that had all of that stuff that you do when you do houses. They made a nice little deal. And then our whole homeowners complex couldn't get insurance again because of this bitch. All right. So we had to go pay more because she scammed everybody. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God. Yeah. Restoration, whatever. Yeah. Of course she was. She's like, you have to, whatever. I was undesirable. I was a lot of fun and I was never home. Okay. My kids were nice. My kids were great. It was just weird. My neighbor is saying fire trucks were called ahead of a gas leak. Don't think, oh my God, I don't even know. Wait, what gas leak in DC? Anyway, she was just really weird. So yeah, she was just a bizarro. We all hated her guts. Like we just hated her. So we'd see her and she'd always drive her car because she was too unhealthy to get out of her car. She liked to drive, park it outside your mailbox and waddle out of her car and just stare at you like that. And then she would be writing things down. It's like, go away. Oh, yeah, I know, it was funny. Anyway, Keith was really good because he told her literally, like, you should be ashamed of yourself. So he did. So that was good for Keithy. Wait, mites live on your face all along your hairline. Oh, God. No, she did. She waddled out of her car. She seriously was the most abusive person I've ever dealt with. Guess what her sign was? I'm sure you all can guess. Guess. I want to see you guys guess at her sign. Can you guys guess her sign? Guess. Okay, wait. And once or twice. Okay. Guess what her sign was? You got to guess. No, not a Sag. Sages don't waddle. She's not a Sag. No. Okay, she had this Hitler complex. Yes, somebody said it there, Aries. She had a Hitler complex. I don't know her rising or anything because I never wanted to do her chart. I never wanted to ask her anything. But she was one of those city cogs. She liked to work for the city government and she liked to be in control at the city. And when oh my God, you'll love this. She pressed restraining orders on us after Jason's 14th birthday. Keithy was 10. She put restraining orders on my kids. The sheriff came and scared the shit out of little Keith, who was crying when he opened the door, and the guy handed John, me, Jason, and Keith restraining orders from her. Now, we live in your neighborhood, you stupid moron, and we did nothing. We were at the pool having a party, which she felt she wasn't invited to, and of course, she had to file. Anyway, come to find out, she said that we were harassing her at the pool that we all share, which she never gets into because she's too fucking out of shape. Anyway, John wasn't there that day. Thank you for that. John wasn't there that day, okay? He wasn't there. So he's like, why am I getting a restraining order? Like, he was away getting pizza for the kids and stuff. Like, he was gone. And then Keithy didn't do anything, and it was Jason's birthday. She lumped us all in. Now, you know, I don't know if you know this, but in the city court, yes, of course, because they hate you. I know, Bobby, I know, remember? So little Keithy was really upset about the restraining order. I said, don't fucking worry. He wanted to know if he was going to be arrested. Sorry, I'm always moving these stupid pillows. He wanted to know if he was going to get arrested. He wanted to know all of this, right? So anyway, when we got to court, the judge had to recuse himself because he's the one, because I simply asked, did she pay $325 for every single restraining order? Because there was no assault that happened. She said she was assaulted. It was proven by the district attorney she wasn't. She fell on her own shoe that broke under her weight, and then broke her wrist because of whatever. Anyhow, the judge had to recuse himself because he worked with her and he gave her free restraining orders. You can't give somebody free restraining orders. She's supposed to pay. If you really think somebody's a nut and their 10-year-old child is a nut, you need to pay the $320. 300, 300, 300, 300, over 1,300, right? No, she didn't pay for that. He just wrote them out for her. Illegal. Caught them. Anyway, Keith was so happy. No, she did that shit. He was 10. My little boy was 10. That's what kind of a whack job this woman is. And I think it's hysterical now. No, I married an Aries. They are mean, though. I got to say that. I mean, they got a mean streak. They're mean. They're warring, okay? I'm going to say that because I've married 2 Aries, and I was married for 30 years to one, and they are mean, okay? Even Tulip was an Aries, and she could scratch your ankles. But I'm not saying they're all going to do crazy shit like that. She was fucking bad shit crazy. And the way that she did her hair, like from Mayberry with those big, thick cork bottle glasses, like that, that kind of... Okay, I think she had some Taurus. Yes, 30 years I was married to an Aries. Yes. So she had like those kind of like crazy Coke bottle glasses, and she waddles and she did her hair, and we used to do our nails at the same place, and she would come in and she would be like, she wanted them, she literally had my old manicurist cancel my appointment because she was in the salon. I said, don't do that to me again. Don't cancel me. She's not more important than me. She actually fucking did that. Thank you for the super chats, you guys. She did that, okay? So my manicurist at the time felt so bad that she told me, and she was bullied by her. And I said, don't let her bully you. You're allowed to make money with whoever your clients are. I was like, what is happening here? Anyway, that was the problem. I know. It was so weird. I know. Imagine telling someone you can't serve her in your salon. I'm sorry, who are you? The owner of my salon? Am I sleeping with you? That's what I would say to her. Am I fucking you? Did I forget something? Like, is there something here going on? Am I fucking you? Did I have to listen to you? Do I? Because I should at least be having sex with you if I'm going to listen to you. Yeah, no, it struck me like Taurus. She looked Taurus with that ugly hairdo. No offense, because Tauruses are really cute, but those really stubborn Tauruses, they can be kind of, you know, yeah, I know, right? Oh my God, right? No, it was the Bizarro World in Psycho. I literally, she said nothing when Keith died, and she saw me driving in and she gave me the dirtiest look. I'm like, what? I can't come to my house after my son died? Oh God, you fucking bitch. Oh my God, right? I was just like, whatever. I'm sorry. It just struck me as funny. I don't know. Maybe Keith wanted to talk about that tonight because it, you know, she really put a damper on these little cute kids. I know, shame on her. That's what Keith said to her. Shame on you. Keith said that to her. Keith started saying that to her when he was 18. He's like, you don't have any authority over me. And he towered over her, and he was such a beautiful boy. And Jason gives her the death stare, and Jason looks like he could kill you if he looked at you like that. Like, Jason just like, but now the best thing that happened, and so I'm going to tell you the best thing that happened, okay? Sloan, do question answer. John would never go on camera. He'd be afraid of being attacked. Okay. Yeah, Jason. Well, they're both cancers, Bobby. That's right. They're both cancers. So gorilla spray in her hair. Okay, what's up with that woman? Why was she putting gorilla spray in her hair? I missed that. What is the point? Was she putting in like braids or something? Like what was she doing with the gorilla glue? Why? What happened with that? No, I marry Aries. Aries, I've had only Aries fathers. Stepfather, adopted father, Aries. First husband, Aries. Second husband, Aries. Okay, long 30 years, Aries. Cat, Aries. Dog, Aries. Jason, Aries rising. Friends are Aries. Paige is an Aries. I love Aries, but somebody please tell me with the gorilla spray in the hair. La la la, I can't hear you talk about Jason like that. Anyway, the funniest thing, but here's the funniest thing. What was the funniest thing? Yeah, what's with the woman with the gorilla spray? That was a scam to go viral. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell is wrong with her with that gorilla glue? Yeah, I'm not going to put that. Damn, Aries queen. I know, Aries. I don't have a problem with them, but she was like defunct. But here's the funniest thing. The funniest thing of all funny things. So in our complex, there's like 88 houses, right? So she was on the board and she lived next to these people. Well, of course, she's not just going to boss us around. She got to boss this family around. And they did move out, but they did come and tell me that they were really nice to her, helped cut her grass and everything. And of course, she turned on the kids, but it was a whole Armenian family. And so our whole complex became Armenian after, you know, probably 3 years before Keithy passed. Everybody became like one family moved in, another family. There were a couple of us, couple of white families and then Asian families, and then the rest was Armenian. Guess who took the board over? The Armenians. Guess who pushed her off the board? The Armenians. I was so happy because they're not nuts, okay? They're just like, yeah, live and let live. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was so good. Anyway, that's what happened. No, it was great. It was great. Cut her scalp? What the hell are you talking about? What does the gorilla glue do? What does it do? Why is she putting on her fucking hair? No, is it true? Wait. Oh, she used it to hold her wig down. That's not very good. I'm thinking that's not very good. She's bald now, but did she ruin her scalp? Did she ruin her scalp? Like, you know, the follicles? That's bad. I'm very upset about that. Oh no, you got bit by a dog. Oh no, no. Did you go to the hospital for that? That's not good. Oh my God, poor dog. I'm sorry you got bit by a dog. It's Mercury retrograde. Maybe he saw you like differently or something. Yeah, I can't use gorilla anything in my hair. She held it to smooth her hair down. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, that's your scalp won't breathe. So she probably killed off all her hair follicles. She's an idiot. So they had to take her hair off her head. She ran out of hairspray. Yeah. Yeah, she was the bully of Burbank. She worked for the city of Burbank. Her initials are MJW. I'm not saying her name. There can be a lot of MJWs. She's one of them. She's one of them proper people. I got no control in my life and I'm an abused child. So now I'm going to abuse everybody. I'm not going to go to therapy. I'm just going to fucking abuse people. She's one of them. Anyway, that was that. All right. I'm done. Not another word. I don't know where that came from. I just didn't know what to say. Oh my God, somebody might know her out there. Somebody know who I be talking about. I'm not acknowledging anything. Somebody fucking knows her. Somebody's from Burbank out there and knows her. What a heinous bitch. Hopefully she's not your relative. Hopefully somebody knows her. Well, then if you know her, you know her. Then you know her. But that should happen for 8 years with our family in the house that we bought. And once we put our money down, good, if she's listening, she can fuck off. Yeah, once we put our money down, after Jimmy died and we put our money down in this neighborhood on this house, so we couldn't sell, we got stuck with the psycho neighbor. And that's true. Totally true. Not one word of that is not true. That's funny, isn't it? Exactly. But I'm not acknowledging who it is. Her name's Belinda. Belinda the troll. That's what I'm going to call her. Okay. Margaret. Yeah. She's a fucking Margaret, right? No, it was terrible. It was the worst thing. It was the worst thing. It was obnoxious. Like, you should not be in control. Now I know what happened in Nazi Germany. Somebody like that got in control. And you know what? Remember the guy in World War II that did all of that shit? I hear that cat meowing. I know it's Tulip. It is. You're hearing it. I can't hear it, but I couldn't see Keithy behind me. Anyway, you know in World War II, the guy that took over Germany, you know, and put everybody in the gas chambers, that guy? Agnes Kravitz. That's her. Except Agnes didn't have any power over the neighborhood. She was just a nosy ass bitch, right? When the guy that caused the problems in World War II, he was smoking like crack and meth, right? No, he was smoking, yeah, that guy. He was smoking meth and he was smoking meth and doing cocaine. I often thought that this woman was doing cocaine on some level too. Okay, seriously, I often thought that. So that's what I thought. Seriously. I really do. Because really, drug addicts are the people that do this shit. Normal people don't do this shit. But it's part of Keithy's life. It's the way he grew up and the way my children grew up. And that's like a huge problem. That's something my kids were very aware of. But I was really proud of Keith when he got older, because Keithy didn't like beat her up or do anything. He just said, you should be ashamed of yourself. And he's just basically shamed her for hurting kids. She will need 20 hours of plastic surgery. My God, do they have to cut her hair off, or what do they do? What do they do? I'm so upset. Keith was a great kid, and she didn't need to be telling the neighbors to take pictures of him, and he skinned his little knee. Anyway, what did she do? So wait, the glue is stuck on her head, and you can't... You can't like cut the glue. You can't cut her hair off like it's on the scalp. I'm very upset. Why is she getting paid for her stupidity? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's getting paid for what stupidity. Anyway, yeah, so she stuck it on her head. Okay, I think they chemically removed it. There must be a way to remove it, but I bet you it chemically burns your scalp and then it seeps into your scalp. I'm not one to talk with the bleach, but I'm just saying. In the front, it's stuck to her scalp. Oh my God. Oh, you had another dream with Keithy. That's so great. But wait. Okay. So she slicks her hair back with it. But how was she getting it out of? I would have used alcohol to remove it. She sprayed it on. Okay. She sprayed it on. But how was she removing it? Like, was she doing this just one time and she's stupid and she got caught? What was she doing? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. I'm upset now. Let's see. The mom cut her ponytail off and it still stayed on. Oh my God. I can't even imagine. That's a Mercury retrograde thing. That has to be a Mercury retrograde thing. Mean Jiggy Witch. Yeah, mean Jiggy Witch. Oh, you don't know how many times. Anyway. She'd reapply every few months. Oh my God, what's wrong with her? I can't handle stupid people. Did you not read I can't even. I can't even. Oh my God. No, I can't even. Okay. With Nail, the hospital tried to remove it. I can't even. I can't even. I don't even know what to say. Maybe soaking it in warm, hot sudsy water. She'd have to shave her head. Okay, shaving your head's fine. The hair will grow back in. But if it's stuck to the scalp, she's ruining the follicles on the scalp, right? So she's ruining, I'm getting messages. She's ruining the follicles on the scalp, right? So if you're ruining the follicles, the hospital is stupid too. Oh my God, they burned her. Okay. Mercury retrograde. Anything you think of doing in a retrograde, just don't do it. As the judge says, beauty fades, stupidity is forever. I can't even. You're telling me this. I'm having a panic attack from it. Oh my God. Hi, you all. I love saying you all from Alabama. You all. I love it. I'm Canadian, but I love you all. I love the word bloody hell too. Okay, so are you all, are you watching, yeah, I know I said I wouldn't watch Netflix. Apparently I'm a hypocrite too. But are you watching Outlander? You guys watching that? Anybody watching it? She is trying to take Gorilla Glue to court, claiming, yeah, I don't think you should put Gorilla Glue in your hair. I'm just going out on a limb there. It's to glue shit, like shit, not your hair, you idiot. I feel sorry for her though, and I don't think you should be suing for it. But is anybody watching Outlander? Anybody doing that? Yeah, I didn't have Netflix, but now I do. No, I do because it's on my phone, meaning through my T-Mobile. But I'm watching Outlander, and of course, oh my God, I can't even. So me and John are talking about the scene, if I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but the scene in Outlander where Jamie goes with, okay, Jamie, the old husband from the old time frame. Yeah, the hot guy. The hot husband. Okay, who's in a war with her sadistic 1946 husband, who's the bad guy, right? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I watched the scene. Just tune me out if you haven't gotten to this. I think I'm on episode 12 or 13 on the first season. Anyway, so, oh, Grandma bought you white tulips. I love tulips. Nope, that was bad karma. Anyway, so Jamie is he's letting his wife go, and the other guy, the mean husband, but he's not her husband, he's the nemesis, he has to go and fucking beat the guy. And I'm like, I go to John, I go, why they got to stick that shit in there? And John's like, no, it was emotional. It was character development. I go, no, he's sadomasochistic. And he's like the Mossad, whatever his name was, that did that beating and, you know, I'm in control of you and I'm going to beat you, right? Yeah, I don't think so. I think she's too lazy to get out of her house. But that's not, yeah, that wouldn't be far from it, huh? Anyway, it's really, really weird because the sadomasochistic guy has to beat the other good-looking guy, right? And then I realized at that moment they have to stick the bondage sadomasochistic sex scene in there to show that the cool guy, you know, has to destroy himself with Stockholm syndrome, thinking he liked the sex act, which is what abusers, when the sadomasochistic abuser abuses you and you've got no other attention, you believe the abuser likes you, right? So yeah, right? all of that, okay? All of that happened in that show. But here's what's so interesting. It just made me understand. I know it was a gross scene. And they always have to stick like, you know, a scene like that. But actually that's an abusive scene. It's not a sex scene. It's actual abuse because he's sadomasochistic. He's beating him. He nailed his hand in the cross. He nailed it. Then he unpeeled it. It's like, stop nailing me with shit. He did all of that stuff, right? And then, but here's what I realized. If you haven't seen it, tune me out. Put me on mute. Okay, so anyway, in the beginning of the movie, when she's in 1946 and married to that mean-ass Saad de Makai, oh God, what's that guy's name? You know, the sadomasochistic guy in France, the king of France, whatever his name is. I can't say it, I'm saying it backwards. Anyway, it made me realize that The author loves writing rape scenes. Yeah, and against men in jail for bondage and sick shit. Fuck you and no. Anyway, that would torment the man though, by the way. Oh, look at that. I'm about to go dead. That would torment the men. Yeah, it's a great show. But the problem, what I realized is since she married the bondage, the mean guy in 1946, he bound her. That's like binding on a soul level, right? Suddenly, she's not going to go with that guy. She has her true love over here, and she ends up with the sicko in the next life. Just a warning. Just a warning, right? Exactly. Let's see. They have just a book called Out of Scotland. Okay, there you go. Yes, Outlander, but don't listen to me. You probably, don't worry, won't watch it. Okay, don't watch it. Yeah, I don't want to give it away. All right, you guys. I know, Jamie's super cute. I love David from Schitt's Creek. Yeah, Schitt's Creek is hilarious, but they use a lot of symbology in that. Sir John. Yeah, wait, okay. La 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 la. Jamie's just hot. That's all. He's a hot guy. No, they're good looking actors. So is she. She's cute. They're all cute. They're all really cute. And they had the witches burning at the stake. I was like, oh shit. I think I would have been a witch at the stake. I would have been a witch at the stake. Like the little jealous liars, like lying. She's like, I think Jason needs to read this chat. Jason will never read this chat. Anyway, I can't believe they actually burned people at the stake. I was like, oh God, it's happening over there too. I'm just really glad because I play with the herbs, make oils, and do readings. I guess I'd be really fucked up. And they stole her song in the movie. She was doing, I was a witch at the stake. Yeah, I'm sure all us psychic types were. And she was singing, performing Joan of Arc, exactly. Oh my God, right? That was a sacrifice though. But they're performing, right? They're performing, she's performing, and some skank steals her song and then gets her husband caught. Oh my God. Right? Oh my God. Exactly. Okay, my cat attacks all dogs, raccoons, and coyotes. All right, for your cat. Okay, you guys, I've got to go because I'm crazy. I got to have more sugar. More something with sugar. Okay, good night, you guys. Mwah. Love you all. Those are my stories of our childhood. No, look at the clothing. Look at the stuff they're doing in Schitt's Creek. By about episode 6, they start going AWOL with the writing. They start putting stuff in. They really do. Also with the weed show, Weeds. Okay, Sloan, your neighbor could be my neighbor. She's not my neighbor. Well, she is my neighbor, but I don't give a shit. She can't do anything to me. I'm allowed to express my life stories publicly. I'm allowed to. Okay, good night, you guys. Bye.